What's going on, guys? We are here. It is time for Best in the Business. We have a super heated, we had the hardest time in the world making these brackets here. We're talking the best WWE theme, entrance theme that is. We started out, we were going to make it just the best entrance theme in all of wrestling. Then we found out that I guess that's too damn difficult. I'm Jake, a.k.a. Bomber. We got a bunch of guys here today. First of all, Peanut is here. You're back on Best in the Business, even though I said you'll never return. How you doing?
Well, the fans love me, and I'm doing good. I just ate a Tums, so my stomach's at ease, and I'm ready to do it.
Yeah, I heard you said you were nervous right before we started recording, so either way, hope you're going to make it through this. We got Rab. Rab, what's up?
I'm so mad Samoa Joe's theme isn't on this.
Samoa Joe's theme is not on this list. You're very right. And Scott, how are you doing this evening?
Well, I'm mad that Bret Hart's theme is not on this list, even though I conceded to it. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No, shut up. No, it's good. I'm
and
good.
now
I'm good.
Lee,
we'll get through there. We'll get there.
Lee, how are you doing? Are you ready to do this?
Overrated.
Yeah, I got to say, not only am I brilliant, I'm also humble. I will totally admit that Kenny Omega just probably had match of the year with Okada.
Haven't seen it. God damn it. What is with you guys trying to date these fucking episodes? Every time.
Jinder Mahal is still WWE.
No, he's not. By the time
What do you mean trying to
date
date these things? June 12th, June 12th, June 12th.
Right. So, anyway, we're going to do this thing. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be hard. We couldn't really do a 16 entrance bracket, so we broke it down
Entrance.
into 24 different entrance themes, all WWE. If you looked on our Twitter, I released a bracket earlier, and it did have WCW, some ECW. We wiped out all those guys. This is all WWE. We know you're probably watching this, listening to this. You're like, wait, that's not my favorite theme. Didn't come up. You know what? Not everybody can make it. There's a lot of great themes out there. We couldn't cut them all in. And guys, first of all, do you want to do honorable mentions real quick before we get this thing going?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Who do you guys?
We should also mention this is all eras too.
Yes, this is just WWE in general. We're talking just we crunched the numbers, we crunched everything we could, and this is what we came up with. Everything's random. So if you're watching this for the very first time, these brackets are completely random. Names just thrown in there, and we're going to do it, and we're going to do it right. So who do you guys think should have made the cut? Who wants to jump out there?
Mr. Ass, too cool.
Yeah, I agree. I was one of those. I was fighting for Mr. Ass to get up here. I'm definitely one of those. I love Mr. Ass theme. I used to listen to it all the time.
They got cut for a reason.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like we literally just chopped some off. I mean, we're just spitballing before we recorded. I love all sorts of crazy themes, like Nathan Jones for crying out loud, and Bret Hart obviously was a big one for me, and we cut that one because it's the intro's big, but then the actual song is kind of this repetitive. But that's kind of the point. It's like a train engine. But anyway, that's my main one that's gone. But people are gonna wonder, what about this one? What about that one? Don't worry, we've probably talked about it.
Yeah, we probably
but
did.
I'll let Lee mention the other one that he's championing.
Yeah, I have a little list here. I'll just go through it real quick. Steve Blackman, his first theme.
No, the second theme is better.
The second theme is garbage. Fuck you.
The second theme is better. That should be on this list.
That theme is a fun theme.
That theme killed his push. I blame that theme for killing his push. His first theme, everyone knew was Steve Blackman. They're like, fuck yeah, he's gonna fucking Singapore cane some motherfucker. That was Steve Blackman.
No, his face and his whole aura is what killed his push.
Yeah.
No, what killed his push was fucking doing karate moves with those fucking glow sticks. That was fucking bullshit.
That was pretty bad.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
My second pick is Dan Severn.
Fuck yes.
Had a fucking amazing theme. It was great. Dan Severn didn't work out. He had no shut up. And my third pick is Crush. I loved Crush's fucking theme. It was just this big booming rock theme.
Oh my god.
His character was terrible. And he lost to Doink the Clown all the time, but his theme was awesome.
Doink had a great theme. I like Doink's theme.
His evil theme was better.
Guys, guess what?
And Hardcore Holly had a fun one too, don't forget.
Guess what just popped into my head just now? Ultimate Warrior did not make the list.
Ooh, I actually thought about that, but I didn't.
I don't like it.
Well, we never even mentioned Orton, even though it's actually pretty good.
I love Orton's theme too.
But we never mentioned it in the 40 minutes, so it's
I associate it with boring.
And you know what I mean? The Ultimate Warrior theme is ultimately no pun intended. It's basically just a harder ripoff of Sting's theme in WCW.
Yeah,
honestly,
and it's similar in that tone of dun 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 to Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation, the original, the grinding picks, sound.
Yeah, so. my other picks, heel Doink. I totally agree. That's great because that character was great. The heel Doink character was awesome. Iron Sheik, this one, I really love. The Vader theme from WWF.
Yes,
that was really great. That was an awesome theme. That's an iconic theme as far as I'm concerned. Another one I'll mention, Vladimir Kozlov. I love that theme. It's got that weird techno thing starting it off, that sort of Russian Eastern Bloc techno kind of music thing going on, and then it goes really hard. William Regal's Regality, which is really, really awesome, and Luke Harper's singles theme.
I don't know.
His is good too. And the Wyatt family. We mentioned Wyatt family is a great one. Justin, you even mentioning that, I was thinking of other ones and then forgot them, so I'm trying to rack my brain. Jake the Snake.
Yeah, we actually had him originally on the brackets.
I axed it. I axed it.
Yeah,
instantly.
Peanut's call. So if you're mad at that, Peanut.
We replaced it. We replaced it with something better.
But that's the thing. The very simple theme of like the Bret Hart original, the Warrior, the Jake the Snake, those ones didn't really survive into here. They might be iconic, but actual songs have supplanted them, which is fair. I have no problem with that. Just they're the iconic.
We have repealed and replaced Jake the Snake's theme.
It was very serious.
We repealed and replaced it with something much better.
And other ones
songs are bigly.
But like Rick Rude didn't make it either, and the Hardys didn't. I know people are like, what? Already hearing that, but yeah, the Hardy Boys, no version of theirs made it through.
I voted them in.
And hell, no Mysterio either, but we never even mentioned it.
No Mysterio.
So it's not like it's
Booyaka 6-1, get the fuck out of the bracket.
No, I liked his one before.
That bullshit.
Yeah, worst world champion of all time.
If I had to say,
Bryan, by the way,
if I had to pick a couple that I thought should have made it, I really like Batista's theme, the one he's got now. Batista. Well, I
really liked his original one before he became a name. Like I liked his original one with no lyrics or anything like that. I thought that was awesome.
I don't know. I like the one with lyrics. I like it a lot.
Walk Alone, Saliva.
I'm a big Saliva.
Yeah.
And even like no Cena mentioned.
Cena probably should be on the list. Cena's a good one.
But no, considering we never thought of it until now. No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I actually did think about it, but then decided
good, but
good enough. I mean,
yeah.
I actually, I don't know if it's a Mr. Ass thing, but I like Billy and Chuck's theme. Anybody remember that?
Good one. That was fun.
Billy and Chuck.
You look so good to me.
So good to me.
What, like Michelle McCool? Good to me.
Yeah, that was good.
Do.
But all right.
I mean, I've got a couple.
You got a couple. Hurry up, get them in. Let's do this.
Triple H's My Time, his Attitude theme, is not on here.
Like the modem sounded at the beginning.
I would argue it's as good as any of his other themes, but he's got a lot, and they're all really good. And Motorhead trumps everything.
True.
Yeah.
True.
We talked about Randy Orton. I like Randy Orton's "Burning My Light" more than I like
Mercy
Voices.
Driver.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That, and then one that I didn't bring up at all because technically it's not an entrance theme, but it's one of the best pieces of music. It's one of the best pieces of music that he's ever put together as a theme. I would say the old Armageddon theme, "The End."
Oh, I remember that.
Oh,
one.
yes.
Yeah.
That made me think of the Core. Have there the end is near as well.
Core. Oh god.
I actually like the old Raw theme from the '90s, '60s.
Oh, I love that theme too.
Yeah, All Together Now, I think it was. Yeah.
They went through a lot of.
They went through
it.
When they were walking in the background, it was cool as shit.
Yeah.
Cool. All right,
so
guys.
You can tell we like music.
Those are some of the. Yeah, this is a hot topic for us. We're all making an entrance.
One last one. I just want to throw one last one.
Oh god.
Sorry.
Who is it?
The Ministry of Darkness theme.
Oh yeah. I love that one.
I remember the Brute should be on here too.
Oh fuck!
And the Brood somehow didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Which was a mistake.
Burn it down.
Too late. We didn't think of it.
I brought it up in the chat and then I just remembered it now.
Nope.
All I gotta say to listeners, if you bring these things up and complain, we mention them. Fuck you. And anyone who mentions stuff we didn't mention, I'm gonna fight you in the comments.
And there's probably gonna be like.
We're going to be going through this list of 20-something themes and like, oh yeah, and this one. It's going to happen.
That happened immediately. As soon as Balor was like
30-some years,
as soon as I threw this idea, we had our chat was like fucking 85,000 themes just popping in the chat.
Yeah, I immediately just started going nuts with like double your list. They're like, yep, that's good. Legion of Doom isn't on here. Like this,
We should also mention we're considering doing separately a female wrestler theme as well. So don't get your panties up in a bunch that we didn't have any female wrestlers on.
Literally panties.
Yes.
Literally panties.
All panties match.
Out there,
either the ones who have or the collection, whatever.
We're gonna do the best in the business, best brawl and panties match. We're gonna do that. No, I'm
That's right.
That's some research.
That's a good transition.
I'm the dust off my collection.
But here we go. I think it's time to get into it. Here's
Also,
the
dust off my collection is what I'll do as I watch.
God damn it. God damn it. All right, the 24 themes. We're going to start this off. Here we go. Match number 1, The Undertaker Rest in Peace theme versus Vince McMahon's No Chance in Hell versus Bobby Roode's Glorious Domination. How about, Scott, how about you start it all off here?
Okay. Well, I think Roode, that's the most recent theme we have here.
One of them, yeah.
And like McMahon's is one of the oldest reigning themes, like that, and I think Sexy Boy are some of the oldest pieces of music they're still using, along with Rest in Peace, obviously. I even said this before we came in. I almost wanted to take Rest in Peace out of this list because of every single song listed, I don't just sit down and listen to it. Mm-hmm. But that gets to what we're talking about, like the entrance theme, how it works in relation to the entrance, or as a song of its own. And I mean, Rest in Peace is one of the best entrances. Undertaker's a favorite, etc., etc. But I like some of his hard guitar ones from '98 or so when he came back better. Always have. Mm-hmm. And then from '98 and '99, those ones were just badass. And then he got American Badass, which was not so great. And
yeah.
And then what was it? Big Evil and
Rollin', Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, well, that was all right.
God,
I actually like the Rollin' with his
the Limp Bizkit era.
Yeah,
but
I should have made.
Come on,
No Chance in Hell. I think I've got to pick that one over the other two because Bobby Roode's Glorious is fun, but I don't think it's going to stand the test of time. But it might in a Shawn Michaels Sexy Boy kind of way where you're like, how has that stood the test of time? His entrances are fantastic with it. It is what it is. I think it's memorable in kind of the wrong way, though. It's not memorable for being good, but for being bombastic. And maybe it's wrestling, sure. But I'm going with Vince McMahon here just because that's not my favorite Undertaker theme.
All right.
So, No Chance in Hell.
That's one for Vince. All right. How about Rab? You go.
Look, there ain't nothing wrong with being bombastic. That's what this whole business is about. I mean, obviously, Bobby Roode's theme is one of the hot themes of the last year. I think his entrance with is fantastic and it's awesome. And as he plays it, I sit on my couch and I sing along, and it's great. But I gotta kind of echo. I mean, No Chance. It's I think one of the best themes. It definitely deserves to be on this list. I like it better than Undertaker's Rest in Peace. I'm starting to think I should have, fought for the Ministry of Darkness theme instead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But here we are.
Or the Brood.
Or any number of things. But No Chance in Hell is just iconic, and it plays, and you forget he was a bad guy for a second, and you pop, and it's just awesome. And I feel like a badass just watching him walk down the ramp to the song, and I've done my best McMahon walk, so yeah, I'm definitely going with No Chance.
All right, that's 2 for Vince. Peanut, who you going with?
Well, Rest in Peace. It is a slow.
That wasn't me this time.
Rest in Peace is it's slow, but it's actually a very beautiful piece of music. And as the writer of the Jabba Radio theme song, the iconic theme song that will soon be on iTunes.
We should have this.
Sale.
Yeah, we should have that on the list. Actually, it should be up there.
We should. The best entrance theme of all time.
Yep.
But yeah, Rest in Peace. It's a beautiful thing of music. No Chance in Hell. So iconic. Kind of like I'm gonna kind of probably contradict myself throughout this whole thing, where it's like, it's so iconic, but then I'll be like, but that's a good song, I'll vote for that. But in this case, I'm gonna go with the iconic song. I'm going with No Chance in Hell.
Wow! Right off the bat, holy fuck! If it's a man, 3 votes. Lee, who you got?
Okay, well, my vote doesn't matter anymore, but
Correct.
I would have went for Undertaker's Rest in Peace just because it's so integrally just sort of integrated to his character, and there's a legacy there that can't be denied. I like the other two pieces of music on this as one. Like, it's a very hard choice for me, but I ultimately have to go with the Undertaker's one here, and yeah, like, on its own as a piece of music, not necessarily something you necessarily want to listen to, but as an entrance theme, it really fucking works. It sells the character, and like you hear those fucking gongs, and you know who's coming out to fucking kick ass. And yeah, Undertaker for me. But
Yep. Again, yeah. As for me, I also, it doesn't matter, but I was also going to go Undertaker because, I mean, it says a lot about Vince because I think that was his only entrance theme, really. Like, he had a couple of generic things like way, way early on, but didn't he just keep the same theme the entire time, right?
yeah,
That says a lot.
since then, yeah.
Yeah, that says a whole lot. So that is big. Bobby Roode, obviously, being there live when that entrance happens, holy fuck, that is an amazing fucking entrance. Love that song. But Rest in Peace, that is everything that ties together with The Undertaker, as you said. The character, like, that song helps make the character, the presence, the feel, not going to say it, everything about it. It does help make The Undertaker The Undertaker. And
you can say aura.
It's funny because we
It's
funny because we say
one's
that.
allowed.
It's funny because we say that, but at the same time, you know, when I think
That's
of
the point.
of his best entrances the last 10 years, I think of him coming out to Ain't No Grave
Yeah, well,
by Johnny Cash.
Yeah,
I
I,
didn't like-
I
it
don't
worked,
think
I
of
didn't
that. Like, I think of that as specialty shit, honestly.
Yeah, but that's one of his best entrances, and he did, and it's not using this song.
Yeah, but I mean, I mark out when I hear the original Undertaker.
yeah. I mean, there's no
I've said it on the
entrance.
podcast. I go crazy when that gong hits.
Well,
But,
there's no entrance quite like the fucking Undertaker's entrance. So, and that song definitely helps.
but my point is, he can do it with a different song. He did it with Ain't No Grave.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Ain't No Grave worked. That fucking rolling shit definitely did not.
Well, I'm not backing on
Says
that one.
you.
I actually
Says
liked,
you.
I actually liked the rolling. Yeah, I actually liked
Lee,
that.
we got to do a
right.
worst themes list at some
But-
point.
All right.
That would work as well. Yes.
So there we go. 3 votes to 2 votes. Bobby Roode gets 0, surprisingly. I thought maybe get at least 1, but no. Vince McMahon, no chance in hell, moves on to the second round. Okay. Now, next match. Kurt Angle's Metal versus DX's Break It Down versus Triple H's The Game. Lee, you want to kick this one off?
All right, this is actually kind of tough too because I'm a big fucking Motorhead fan, and the game is really fucking good. It's really fucking good, but it's not my favorite Triple H theme. I like some of his later ones with Motorhead better.
King of Kings?
King of Kings?
Yeah, King of Kings, I think, is the one that kind of solidifies for me. And Triple H's early themes, some of them are pretty weird, like the sort of dying seagulls, whatever bullshit he had early on was.
That song was
weird.
awesome. That's
Well,
I like it. I
that's
like
my
it, but-
time.
Yeah, my time.
Oh, yeah, I like
it,
that
but
one.
it's kind of weird.
Mhm.
Honestly, I have to, and I'm not into like Olympic patriotic characters and their themes and shit. Like, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, we had a big fight over fucking Jack Swagger's fucking theme here before we started this. So that if that tells you anything. So Kurt Angle's Metal doesn't work for me. DX's classic theme, honestly, that's one of those themes that define that era, and I have to let it go forward.
Wow, okay. That's 1 for DX. Peanut, who you going with here?
Ooh, this is tough because I love all of these. Kurt Angle, that's on my iPod, my workout playlist. So
You work out, bro?
it's definitely do some push-ups every once in a while, like 12 throughout the day.
There you go.
But yeah, kind of how Lee said, break it down. That's like defined an era for me, and it's a great song and gets you pretty pumped. The Game, meh, it's all right. It's really not my favorite song, so it really comes down to Metal and Break It Down. I'm gonna go with Break It Down.
You going to break it down?
Wait, no. I'm going with metal.
No, you're going with metal. You're going Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
All right, that's one for Kurt Angle, one for DX.
Locking it in. Yep, locked it in.
All right, it's
that
locked
was
in.
the hardest debate I've ever heard you have.
I know. I'll jump in real quick. Wow, yeah, 3 fantastic themes here. Goddamn. It's actually just really fucking difficult to pick a winner in this match. Kurt Angle's, I mean, anytime you have a theme song where the crowd's going to get involved with it, that's always, to me, a big plus. That's why I was a really big fan of the Bobby Roode with his stuff. But that's Kurt Angle's song. It's just, the crowd makes it so much more fun. And Break It Down is just, it did exactly what Lee said. It's like, that defined like the era of like, when you think Attitude Era, fucking Break It Down. But goddamn, guys, Motorhead, The Game, Triple H, the look, the fucking lights, that song is just so fucking badass. And that's, I think, to me, that's what Triple H was always one of like my favorites, but that song right there really like pushed it over the edge for me. It just made him look like the ultimate badass. And I'm going to go Triple H, The Game. I'm going to pick Triple H in this one.
Can't fault you there. Fucking Motorhead's awesome. One of my favorite bands.
Yep. So that's if you're keeping track, that's 1-1-1. Scott, who do you have?
Well, I was a big proponent of having metal on this list, and it really speaks because of all the ones I talked about, Brett and Warrior and Brood and ones like that. It's one of those kind of this thematic ones, which is just like it can loop and just keep going, and it works. I love those. DX's Break It Down is kind of iconic of the era and is fine. I guess I'm trying to distance because I was never a huge fan of DX itself. I wasn't not a huge fan. It was fine, but it wasn't like the best thing ever. I wasn't one of those like this is the best thing of the show. It wasn't that. It was great. I enjoyed it, but I liked other stuff better. Stone Cold, for fuck's sake, was more entertaining at the time.
Totally with you there.
But it was still good. Like I'm not knocking it. It's like you can be second place and be fine. That's what that is to that. And the song though was great. I really enjoyed it. I really like it. And the game, well, everything I just said. I've never been a huge Triple H fan. We've talked about this on podcasts too. But I will argue that his theme song is probably the best thing he has. And I love that old, like, you called it like a weird seagull thing, whatever. I remember it being like a modem sound, like the old dial-up.
Yeah, interchangeable.
I remember that.
Those two.
Yeah,
and it was a fun one. Then Motorhead came along into this version. It was like, holy shit, this is good.
Yeah.
So this is a really hard one for me because DX is probably the better known in a weird way for me of like, I can iconically think of it. Metal is my kind of style, but I probably got to go with The Game just because I think it works the best overall. I'm not taking in like entrance lights and everything into account. Just that song still works today.
Yeah,
a decade plus later, almost 2 decades later, and I mean metal will work too. Metal was briefly the Patriots theme, way back when. That was actually his originally.
Yeah.
And I love it, but I probably would listen to The Game more. And it's not a case of, like, is it the best Motorhead song? No. But it's on this list, so I'm marking it here. So, yeah,
all right.
Probably I got to go with The Game. And I'll argue that out of all these 6 we've mentioned so far, I'd probably put the Brood theme ahead of that. But that's just me.
Oh, wow. All right.
I agree with that.
Well, there we go. That means Rav, here we go. Final vote here. Who you going with?
Well, this is rough as hell.
Yep.
I mean, I was a big proponent of the metal theme as well, at least in the chat before we started this. Break It Down. I mean, I was all about DX when I was a kid. You know, say DX was around. I was like, yeah, 10, 11.
Yep. Yelling,
oh my God, they're saying suck it on
everybody.
TV.
Yep.
Hell, fucking yeah. Doing the crotch chops and everything. And The Game, as I said at the beginning of the podcast, you know, Motorhead above all, but yeah, it's rough. Metal is, though, in my head, a better theme than the rest of these. Break It Down, define an era, but metal is that kind of thematic thing as Lee or Scott or whoever that was before was talking about.
God.
That was me.
It's the same guy, so who cares?
Yeah, that was us. We.
And with the way it works with the crowd, with the way, 2 notes in, you go, holy shit, here he comes, and just it's on my my workout playlist as well.
Wow. Okay.
You do push-ups as well?
Man,
I run.
imagine that. The workout bros both might be picking Kurt Angle here.
No, legit though. I mean, I like to run, and this is the kind of theme that you just fucking hell yeah, let's keep going. Just fucking 10 more minutes, and I gotta go with metal. It just pumps you up, man. Just.
All right. That means 2 votes for Kurt Angle's Metal, 2 votes for Triple H's The Game, and
what does that mean?
That means we have a coin flip, folks.
No, why don't we just use the one? Yeah, so whoever picked DX should now have a second vote.
It picks between the two.
I didn't think about that. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Okay, who picked DX?
Obvious,
Pressure.
I didn't keep track. Who picked DX?
I picked DX.
All right, Lee. Then who do you got? You got Kurt Angle or Triple H The Game?
Come on, man. That was Scott.
Okay, well.
Why does this guy get 2 votes then?
Well, because he's recasting from the winners.
I'm
kidding.
I'm kidding. Go for it.
Okay. By the way, I can see the listeners really shitting on this, but I'll take all the flack. And if you want to fight me in the comments, I'll fight you. Well, if I can't break it down, then I'm gonna have to go with the Game.
All right. Well, there it is, folks. Triple H.
Everyone who's throwing flack over there, when the breakdown came down for, no pun intended, for Metal being a better theme song, I'm like, yeah, it kind of is. Yeah. Oh, well.
All right. Well, moving on to the next match. Triple H advances, by the way, in case you didn't get that. Triple H The Game advances, going to Gold Dust with the song Gold Lust, going against Demolition, and I think the song is just Demolition or We Are Demolition, one or the other. And then going up against CM Punk's Cult of Personality. Peanut, how about you kick this one off here?
Oh, man. This is going to be boring because this is like the one I care least about.
Okay, well, then just get it out of the way. Let's do it.
I love it.
Deep down, I'm like, Goldust has a pretty iconic and fun theme song. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, eh. So, and Demolition, I don't even know if I've ever heard it. Maybe I have. Probably not. I'm like 13.
He didn't listen to it.
I was about to say, yeah.
Put it out
I posted the link in the chat for everybody.
But before that moment, he never.
Before that minute, yeah.
Okay.
That moment. CM Punk's. I honestly, when I think of that song in wrestling, I think of the Stone Cold video package from WrestleMania 25. Before I think of it as CM Punk's theme song in WWE. So I'm gonna vote for Goldust.
Goldust, all right. That's one for Goldust. Rab, go for it.
I think I was the biggest proponent for Goldust in the chat. I mean, I love Cult of Personality. Big CM Punk fan, been big CM Punk fan for a while. I think it captured him perfectly both at the end of ROH and on WWE when he came back. And it's one of those themes that everyone got behind. Cult of Personality started coming back up on the charts after that happened. It's a great song. It's a great theme. I quit my job to that song.
Okay.
Once upon a time. But I gotta go with Goldust. It's a better theme. I think it's one of the best themes of the last 30 years. I think if this was a top 10 list, I'd throw it on there. So I gotta go Goldust. Demolition. To me, that's just one of those boring 80 themes. I was not a proponent of putting it on here. I mean, I guess I kind of was. I said we should put it on just for the discussion and because of how much the two guys you're gonna hear from like it.
The one guy.
I'm not a fan of it. I think
two
it's
could win it.
Boring 80s stuff. So I'm going with Goldust.
All right, that's 2 for Goldust with Gold Lust. Scott, who you got?
Yeah. So I'm one of the Demolition apologists. Goldust's theme is easily one of the best ever. I mean, it's on the list, but no, it seriously is incredible. Cult of Personality, we probably could have asterisked this one, considering he did use it in Ring of Honor originally. It's not a quote-unquote WWE theme.
Yeah, but it's got the static.
That's true.
Oh,
that made
yeah.
it.
Was edited.
The custom.
That was the WWE edit. That's true. But whatever. That theme is great. I learned about that song kind of from that. Then I saw the Hall of Fame thing and went, oh yeah, that's where I heard it before. So yeah, they used it for Austin's Hall of Fame thing prior. It's awesome, and Demolition is probably one of my favorite theme songs, and this goes back to my watching wrestling in the 80s. It's up there with the Bret Hart one, and that it's the Warrior, and I've already said it. It's the pulsing theme that just keeps going, but it's got the Rick Derringer, I believe, guitar and lyrics in it, which just it just works. Like you see them coming down the aisle with that, and it just shit's gotten real. Is what that is, and it's one of the better versions of that because we kept a lot of versions of that kind of thing out in favor of other stuff. So I kind of want to champion this one, but it's like I wanted metal on here and then didn't vote for it because of its bracket. Yeah. I'm having a hard time not picking Goldust right now because god damn it, that's an incredible theme song. And by the way,
it's better, and you know it.
No. But so was, I'll even admit, Stardust's theme is a crazy, weird version of it, too. I love that theme song, too, even though a lot of people didn't like it. Fuck. I've got to go with Demolition simply because when I hear that theme song, I get more excited than I do for Goldust. Goldust theme is amazing and incredible, but Demolition still just makes me go, huh? What? Why is that playing? It just... in my head is like, this is an amazing thing right now. So that means in my head it's elevated above Goldust, but god damn, it's a thin margin.
All right, so that's 2 for Goldust, 1 for Demolition. Lee, who you got?
Here comes the axe. Here comes the smasher. The Demolition. Walking disaster.
All right, is that the pick?
That is my pick.
Wow.
I love all these songs, but Demolition goes through because that is a great fucking theme. I don't give a fuck what anyone says.
I was saying the Brood would have advanced over. Not here. Not here.
Definitely not here.
Brood.
Brood wouldn't have advanced in this.
That is
I definitely
one
picked
of the true iconic 80s themes right there, Demolition.
It's a shame it's not been played since because the Hall of Fame is not having them and whatever.
Oh, well, because, some of Demolition is suing the WWE for a lot of money. So
axe. Yeah.
So you're not going to hear them anywhere anytime soon. But Demolition's fucking awesome.
All right. Well, that means it comes down to me. I will be honest. I really didn't recall Demolition, the theme song, before we did this, so I had to go search for it and listen to it. And when I listened to it, I was like, I don't think I ever heard this song before, and it was pretty fucking good. I am a sucker for those old 80s themes. I really do enjoy it. Like, it's kind of a nostalgia feel. Like, it just puts me back in that time frame, and it sounded pretty fucking good, guys. It sounded pretty fucking good. I'm telling you right now, it's a good song. Goldust with Gold Lust. I mean, how more iconic can you get as far as that's another Attitude Era feel that comes rushing back when you hear that, and you see Goldust coming down, and just everything turns gold, everything, the whole wig, the robe, everything like that. I wish he would bring it back. God damn, bring it back.
He's getting there.
He's getting close.
Mm-hmm. He's going. Close. Yeah.
But and then you got Cult of Personality. Fuck, man. I felt when I was filling out the brackets for this song instantly popped in my head. Like, this has got to be on the list. I really didn't hear him. I didn't follow Ring of Honor when he used it. I had no idea he used it in Ring of Honor. I actually really did like his other theme that he had, though. This Fire Burns. I think that was pretty cool. But this one, to me, definitely worked for him way better for CM Punk, in my opinion. That's my opinion. But at the end of the day, you got to pick one. And I'm really leaning towards Cult of Personality. I really am.
But then you have to pick again.
I know that's the funny thing.
One out, and then you have
no. You get to pick 2.
I know that's the funny thing. I want to pick Cult of Personality, but when I do that, it forces a tie, and then I have to pick again. So
yes. So you pick Cult of Personality. That's in the record books.
Yeah, but I have
now the tiebreaker.
Now I have to break.
You.
Yeah, now I have to break the goddamn tie between Demolition and Goldust. But man,
the listeners are going to give us so much shit for this.
Yeah,
I don't.
Well, they're already hating on us for Cult of Personality not advancing.
Why didn't you have more people?
Yeah, a lot of people are going to want CM Punk to advance here. I feel, but
where's Zion?
Well, that's already happened. Like Zion not here, not listening. That's already been said. But anyway, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm gonna pick Goldust. I'm gonna pick Goldust here. I got to.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
I will say the Demolition song. I feel like if I heard it a lot more back in the day, it may have had more meaning, more feeling to it for me. But
it feels right.
Yeah.
And I like that choice because that is a great theme for Goldust. I mean, it's different, but it's kind of a take on the Halloween theme in a little weird way as well.
Yeah. You know what theme I thought of during the talk about all this stuff with Demolition 2 was the APA theme.
Ooh, that's a great theme.
That's one of the best, and it's a modernish version of Demolition.
Yeah,
I definitely take that over Demolition.
It's the same exact reaction. It's like, oh, here it comes. It's time.
Man, we're gonna be doing this for the next hour.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna be beating people.
All right.
So there you go, listeners. We're thinking of themes that should have been on even afterwards.
Yep. So there we go. Goldust advances. Going on to the next match, we have Christian's Just Close Your Eyes versus Finn Balor's Catch Your Breath and Razor Ramon, Bad Guy. And just side note, Razor Ramon, this is what knocked off Jake the Snake Bit, which was originally in this slot. So, who hasn't started yet? Rab, you haven't started yet? Go for it.
All right. I'm a big fan of all these threes. I'm the guy who said, hey, Razor Ramon should replace Snakebit.
Yep.
Not that Snakebit is a bad theme. I just think if we're talking about those kind of 80s themes, Razor Ramon's theme does it better. I love Razor Ramon's theme. It might be because I'm from Miami and it's a Miami kind of thing.
Racist.
I am a racist. It's because I'm a racist. It might be because I'm a racist.
Yep.
Catch your breath. Catch your breath.
Catch your breasts right now.
Catch those two, yeah.
That's Trump's theme.
Yep.
Save that for the fucking women's tournament.
There it is. Oh, God.
And when you're on the podcast, they let you do it.
Yep.
Catch Your Breath is one of my favorite themes going right now. That's like when Bomber was talking about doing, Glorious when Bobby Roode comes out in person. Finn Balor coming out in person with Catch Your Breath is awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things. It's also on my running playlist.
Hey.
It's awesome. It's one of my favorite themes. And then you got Christian. There's two versions of Just Close Your Eyes.
Yeah.
There is.
Like a male and female singer.
There's a male and a female version. I always like the female version better.
Me too. I'm in that
Preach
boat.
Preach.
By someone whose name escapes me.
Somebody, yeah.
Something blonde. Something blonde.
Probably.
And I always really like that theme with the horns at the beginning, and arguably, one of the better themes he's had. Though I really like the one that was like in Latin.
Yeah, he's had I did too. Yeah, the Christian.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like a lot of Christian's themes actually.
At Last You're on Your Own. I always thought that theme was really good.
That was a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my honorable mentions. Let's throw that up as an honorable mention.
Good call. That's a good one. Yeah.
This is really hard for me, but I think I got to go with Finn Balor's. The other two are really, really good. I love Razor Ramon's theme, and it hurts me not to pick it, but I think Balor's is just better. It's better. It's better for the entrance. It's a better song. Maybe it's because it's a bit more modern, and
Okay.
But that's what I got to go with. I got to go with Finn Balor.
All right, that's one for Finn Balor. I'll jump in there real quick. First of all, fuck you for getting Jake the Snake removed and Razor Ramon put in and not vote for him, because I would have picked Jake the Snake over Razor. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It happened. It's over with. Yeah. I for some reason Razor Ramon's song just never really did it for me. He had the perfect look, the perfect like just everything, perfect just style. Everything looks so cool about Razor Ramon, but his song just never really did for me. I don't know what it was. There was nothing really to it. It's just like boom, 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 boom.
Exactly. There's nothing there.
I mean, you got the McFoley's fucking car crash at the beginning, which McFoley got from it. But anyway, Catch Your Breath, holy shit, yeah, like in the crowd, like I said, anytime the crowd gets involved, to me, it adds that one little element that is just a step above a lot of other people's themes whenever they come out, and, you know, it just adds to the entrance so much. And I'm going to try to not pick that based off of his, like, the lighting, because when I first thought about this, I'm like, okay, I have to not think about the entrance as a whole. Like, think about I'm sounding really fucking weird right now, but don't think about the lights, don't think about the fireworks, don't think about this, just think about the song. That's kind of how I'm approaching this, and Catch Your Breath is very fucking good, but to me, I'm going with Christian because holy shit, I don't know what it is, but that song just gives me fucking goosebumps. I don't know why, but it's not even that like epic or crazy, and it wasn't even used for that long. But dude, that song to me is fucking legit. I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Definitely probably my top 10, top 15 favorite songs, entrance songs of all time. So I'm going to pick that for my vote for Christian. And like you said earlier, Rab, he's had a lot of good fucking themes, but to me, this is my favorite from him. So that's my vote. Peanut, how about you go next?
Well, I'm glad you both brought up the original version of Just Close Your Eyes, because that is the better version.
Yes.
And Finn Balor's theme, that's a great song to, like, when you're live in the crowd and Finn Balor comes out, everyone does the thing. It's a great time. Everyone high fives. Bad Guy is one of those songs where you're like, when you hear it, you're like, man, I hope that's what I look like when I walk, if that makes any sense.
Drunk.
It makes perfect.
That makes perfect sense.
That's an amazing analogy.
Yeah.
But Just Close Your Eyes is like, it's not on my iPod. It should be.
You're right, it should be. You should
fix that. It's a song that I have casually listened to for fun, not relating it to wrestling. So I'm going to go with Just Close Your Eyes.
All right. That's 2 for Christian, 1 for Finn Balor, 0 for the Bad Guy. Lee, who you got?
God damn, I can't believe there's actually 2 votes for that fucking Christian song, because that's bullshit.
What?
His theme, Christian.
No, that's the old one. That's not that one that we're
That's
talking
the
about.
good one.
I see what you're saying.
That's a good one too.
They're both good. They're both good.
I mean, that one's awesome.
No, his newer stuff is just like new metal bullshit that it's crap. Fuck that shit. And I do really like Razor Ramones, but it's so like just kind of generic and simple, and it's not necessarily.
That's how I feel about Demolition.
No, Demolition is not generic. And
I will
simple.
say that Demolition had a lot more to their song than Razor Ramones did.
Damn,
they had distorted
it
guitars.
Had shit lyrics.
They had distorted guitars.
It had great lyrics.
It had
Thank you
80s
very
lyrics,
much.
yes.
And Finn Balor's "Catch Your Breath" is amazing because that is a song that builds. It builds amazingly. It demands audience participation, and it builds, and it's a great fucking theme. So that goes forward for me.
All right, that means it's a tie. Uh-oh. Scott, it's all on you, buddy. Who you going with?
It's not Razor Ramon, obviously.
Yep,
Because even if it was,
yep.
it doesn't stay that way.
Same.
But it wouldn't have been. I do love Razor's theme, and we swapped it out for Jake the Snake's out for his. And I agree, like it's a better version of that kind of theme, even though I think I like Jake's better because of how it plays.
Damn
Razor's is I wish I looked like that when I walk. Like that's amazing. It absolutely is. That said, Christians, in all the discussions we had over who should be on here and who shouldn't before we recorded, Christians never came up once to take out or champion to stay. It belongs in the discussion in there. It's fine. And I like both the male and female versions, but I don't know, it's like as a pure song, it's good, but it never really stood out. The weird part about Finn Balor's theme, which I also love, is it's just a new version of the kind of themes I've been mentioning, like the Kurt Angle and the Razor and the Jake the Snake. It's a very thematic, simple theme. I don't mean that in any kind of negative, but there's not a lot to it, but it does everything kind of perfect in what it does. So I'm going with Finn Balor. Catch your breath.
Wow. Okay. I'm not going to get mad at it. I mean, you are removing one of my favorite themes, but it's all good. All good.
Dude, everyone has an opinion.
That's true. Everybody can.
Let's.
Wow, shocker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember here.
Wow.
We're doing this. One of my all-time favorites. I've said this before. Is Bret Hart's Heart Attack, and it's not on here.
Oh, Heart Attack. I don't even remember that.
Wow.
Song. I remember Start a Fire.
That is one of my favorite ones. Those are great, and yet, okay, so Christians didn't make it. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Wow.
Okay.
You can live through this.
It's okay. I'm gonna try.
No, Heart Attack was what his '90s version was called.
Yep. All right. Can't argue though. That is, it's Catch Your Breath is fucking good though, so I can't argue that. But here we go.
Did?
I just said
I agree with your opinion.
I just said
I
I'm
agree
disappointed. I just expressed that I'm disappointed.
Oh
Wow.
That my song
that's
did not appear.
Shocker.
that hurts.
So
That
moving
thing.
on, we got Macho Man's Pomp and
What an
Circumstance versus Brock Lesnar's The Next Big Thing and Edge Metalingus. Scott?
Sure. Let's just keep going. So this one's like all eras in its own kind of weird thing, because Brock's is another version of that, just a bombastic, simple theme, which I like. And you meant, like Lee mentioned, Finn Balor's is one that builds, and Brock's is one that builds. Like, I will listen to movie soundtrack scores to hear the music that builds and swells. Like, I love that shit. Edge's theme is pretty great. It's pretty kind of iconic in its own way, but I've never liked it that much. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "You burn him, burn the heretic." But I haven't. And Macho Man is kind of like the old Undertaker theme, and it's one of the best ones you can think of, and it's iconic. And you think of Macho Man, like I was in high school and I heard Pomp and Circumstance, and I'm like, Macho Man, what? It's ingrained to be Randy Savage, but I don't listen to it. So Brock Lesnar's, though, when he came back and his theme song started getting played again and again and again, God damn it, I love that theme. And so yeah, Brock Lesnar, next big thing. Even though I think it's been renamed since he came back, or has it? I think it might still be that.
I think it's still next.
I think it still is. I think they left it that way.
The
But I love that
thing.
song.
Yeah.
And if, in case you forget, it's got that weird like roar sound at the beginning. It had a jackhammer originally, which was kind of odd.
What?
Yeah,
I
it-
remember that.
The earliest debuts had a
The
jackhammer.
early theme
sound.
had a jackhammer and then some other
Kinda
whatever,
spiked.
and then they put the jackhammer
Yeah.
with the current theme, the current music,
Yeah.
and then they put in the scream.
Yeah, the scream instead. It's
Cool.
weird. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I
All
love
right.
that. I love the Lesnar theme. So yeah.
That's one for Lesnar. Rab, who you going with here?
Oh, this is hard for me. I mean, I love Edge's theme. I will later burn the heretic.
Good.
Hey.
I'll hold them
Next
down.
big thing. Here's a song that's on my running playlist.
Uh-oh.
And I love Next Big Thing. I was a huge Brock Lesnar guy when he first came around, and I love the theme. And then Macho Man. Geez, Pomp and Circumstance. I mean, when I think of themes from the '80s, I think of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think of Macho Man when during graduation I may have walked across the stage doing a Macho Man impression as Pomp and Circumstance played in the background. My parents were like, "What the hell were you doing?" I'm like,
Yep.
"Don't worry about it." I was just enjoying the moment. Mom.
Be like, don't worry about it. I'll talk about it on a podcast in like 10 years from now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Honestly, for me, I mean, Pop and Circumstance. If we're talking, is it? It's not a wrestling theme. It's a real piece of music. It's John Philip Sousa, but it's what I gotta go with. I gotta go with Macho Man. I gotta go with Pop and Circumstance. It's as good a wrestling theme as it gets.
Okay. All
And
right.
we can. I want to jump in there and just asterisk this. We are using a couple songs like that, like Punk's originally, that were from elsewhere potentially. That's not excluded here. So, yeah.
All right. Peanut.
Macho Man, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, wait, what? God damn it. All right.
Trick, yeah. See, I actually really love Edge's song. That is not on my workout playlist, but it used to be. so it gets points for
Ooh,
that.
got bumped.
Mine is one as well.
Brock Lesnar's song really never. I mean, it was fun, but I never really got into it as an entrance theme. So my vote, is that what we call these things? Votes?
Sure.
My vote
Yeah,
is
why not?
going to Edge.
Edge. All right. That means that's one apiece. One for Macho Man, one for Brock, one for Edge now. I guess I'll go real quick. I'll put all the pressure on Lee here. Man, this is a tough one. I really do like Metalingus. Like that song is just so. That's another one I kind of compare it to Triple H's. It's just a fucking badass. It gets you amped up. It gets you ready to fucking go. Edge comes out and just you can see he's running back and forth on the stage. It's that kind of theme. It's just a badass theme. And then you got Brock, who has it epitomizes Brock as far as goddamn, somebody is gonna get their fucking ass beat, and that song it's perfect for that. And then you got Macho Man, Pomp and Circumstance. I mean, yeah, I had no idea back in the day this was a regular song. Like this was not a wrestling song. I thought this was just for wrestling. So, that, of course, that's me being young and not knowing what the fuck's going on. I thought this was made for the WWE and for Macho Man. And it was fucking epic. It was amazing. It was everything that made me love that era. When I think of an entrance song from that era, I think of like just one or two, and Macho Man's is one of those songs. But is it one of the best all time compared to Metalingus? I don't know. I wrote down on here, I was kind of just sketching down who I wanted to win each one. And I picked a lot of winners for this one, for the brackets here. But for this one, I picked Metalingus or Macho Man. So.
Come on, Palmer, don't let us down.
Yeah. You knew it was coming.
But, man, I am going to have to go with my gut and what I really think is... It's not. I'm going to say this right now. It's not the best song out of the three, but it is the best entrance song. So I'm going to pick Macho Man.
There you go.
I'm going to pick Macho Man. It is the best entrance song.
Rises to the top.
Brock, you wanted Brock on this list. You cut him and put him on first thing.
He was gonna. Brock was my.
The Brood should be on here.
Yeah, Brock was gonna make the list.
You cut him like a bitch. Yeah.
So all right. So Lee.
Let's this happen.
Who do you have?
To happen.
He's gonna pick Brock.
Listen, let's talk about these songs on this bracket. Yeah, okay. First off, we'll talk Brock Lesnar. Next big thing. I told Miss Elizabeth when I first saw her I was the next big thing. She agreed, yeah. She talked about my next big thing to a lot of the boys in the back room. And then, one time, she performed Metalingus on my next big thing. That's when she used teeth, yeah. Because she still had braces back then, because Macho Man liked them young, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Pomp and Circumstance, yeah. That is the relationship I had with the Miss Elizabeth, yeah. I was the Pomp, and she was the Circumstance, oh yeah. And we had a great time, and the best damn theme song the WWF or WWE ever saw, yeah. And the best goddamn blowjob I ever got, yeah! Take it.
All right. So I assume that's for Macho Man.
I was having a hard time not laughing louder.
That's going to be...
I'm pretty sure little squeals made it through as I was fighting that.
It's going to be 3 votes. That's going to be 3 votes for the Macho Man against 1 for Brock, 1 for Edge.
I want Macho Man in all the tournament ones to see what he says about those and the Miss Elizabeth.
So Macho Man gets the advance.
I just want to say 3 votes, 18 inches. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
So another theme song I thought of was Raven's theme WWF version. That was a good one too.
Not bad.
Anyway,
yeah, and they
what about me?
They reused the Crow cause for things.
Yeah. I love that theme song. That was a good one too. Anyway,
And the Big Show.
told you what happened as we thought of more.
All right. So moving on here. Here's a big one. Here's a big match right here. We got Stone Cold's I Won't Do What You Tell Me going against Shawn Michaels' Sexy Boy and The Rock's If You Smell. Scott.
Okay.
Go.
So it's not Shawn Michaels. Here come the flood of the comments. It's one of the more iconic ones in its own way, and it's continually used. And it was fun when Sherry sang it, and when he sang it, and when Kurt sang it. Let's not forget.
Sexy Kurt.
It's pretty
Don't
great.
make your ankle hurt.
That was the worst.
Right? Yeah. No, it's fun.
That should be on the list.
And so should the Rockers. Anyway, but it's fine. It's good, but it's literally against two that destroy it in my brain. So The Rock has had like 8 versions of the same theme song.
Yeah.
Which are all good in different ways. Like his Attitude Era one was this really kind of funky one, and then when he went corporate, it got kind of weird and quick. And then it went to another version when he turned good again. And then he went Hollywood, and it got amazing. That was around 2003, where we talked about it. It had like the minute-long intro with the helicopter coming in and that whisper. He's cooking. And that sauntering song was amazing. And now the electrical version now, too. So you've got all that, and it's all good, and it's all great. And then there's also Stone Cold, who literally has like 2 real main versions, like the one up until, I think, before Mania when he won the title, and like a harder one that everyone knows now that they still play it after. I love that one. Paranoid, we can't forget that one was a fun one, too, when he first went heel with the corporate or the Alliance.
Was that Disturbed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like the Disturbed one.
No. They did another one. They did some version.
Disturbed covered it. Yeah, they covered it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So his just angry version was in there. When he first turned heel for like a week, there was a slow one called like Rattlesnake or something. A slow version of his normal theme song. Oh. Which is so goddamn good. I'll link that one to you.
I don't remember that one.
So you can hear it.
I'm sure
good.
I've heard it, but yeah.
So all that said, it's not Shawn Michaels. So let's get that out of the way. I think Stone Cold's is going to stand the test of time forever. The Rock's has had version after version. So in a weird way, yeah, they've been tweaking and enhancing and fixing Rock's and getting new versions for he come back and here you go. But mostly it's still the same Stone Cold one from the 90s. And it's in some of those discussions, like he talks about it. It's this thematic when he comes in and he's like, he walks to the tune of it, and it just everything encompasses it. And I know you want to get away from entrances or whatever, but that song it's similar to the Demolition and ones like that, where it's just boom, here we go. It's on immediately on the first note or the glass break, and you're invested immediately, and you're in, and it's there. I don't quite get that from The Rock. I know some do, but I got to go with Stone Cold for all of that. So that's my long-winded version. But
all right, that's one for Stone Cold. I guess I'll go real quick. I totally do get the one from I do get that feeling from the Rocks with he just screams it in it. If you smell, and dude, god damn, that just sends the shockwaves right up your fucking spine. I didn't really think I was gonna do this, but I am going to pick The Rock here. I did not think I was going to do this originally, but I thought about it. I thought about it hard. I know Stone Cold's, that's to a lot of fans, that is the badass ass kicker song. And I think that's really helped a lot because it's Stone Cold. He's got the look. The song matches him perfect. Everything's really cool. I got that. But man, I don't get the feeling I get when I hear The Rock's. That song can jump out of nowhere. Like, anytime The Rock comes out, that song fucking blares out over the PA. Everybody loses their fucking shit no matter what. Stone Cold's close to the same feeling, but I think it's just slightly down from The Rock. Shawn Michaels, hey, good song, but not quite close to The Rock or Stone Cold here. So I'm picking The Rock. I don't know if that's going to be popular or not, but I'm going to do it. Rab, who you got?
I mean, for me, okay, so first off, obviously this is 3 of the most iconic themes of all time. I will agree with everyone else.
Arguably.
Sexy Boy doesn't stand up to the same level that Austin's and Rock's theme do, just on their own. Stone Cold, for the record, Stone Cold's Disturbed version, it's the same song, just the Disturbed did a version called Glass Shatters.
Yes, I did like that song. That was a good song.
Which was off what was the Forcible Entry
Volume
or
3?
some shit.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Where they all made
Reckless Abandon, or I don't know. There are a bunch of things, random things called like that.
Yeah.
Where there are a bunch of like rock versions and rap versions of the themes.
Yep.
And that's where that came from. Disturbed Glass Shatters, and it's a version of this theme. And obviously, I mean, that glass shatters, the crowd just explodes. And what is it Peanut said before? I hope this is what I look like when I walk. That's how I hope. When I hear that da 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 da, that's what I hope I look like when I walk. On the other side, you got The Rock. Yes, it's tweaked in here, and I think that's part of it. And I think the way that it can grow and it can meld and you can move it around and still have the same base but feel different things. However you move it is a big part of the theme and why it's so good. And as we were talking before, the Hollywood Rock where had a minute intro and then he just is cooking. I mean, that shit was amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same version that's got little quotes of his throughout the back of the theme. And at one point, you just hear him, if you smell it, look at the tongue, look at the tongue, look at the tongue, la 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 la. It's great, and a lot of his different themes have those little drop-ins. And I mean, The Rock was my guy growing up. That might have something to do with it, but I got to go with The Rock. I think it's a better theme. I think it's a better song. Than Stone Cold's, just barely though, just barely.
Okay.
Stone Cold obviously is one of the all-time themes. If it was somewhere else, like not against The Rock, maybe I'd pick it. But here I gotta pick The Rock's theme.
All right, there you go. We got 2 for The Rock, 1 for Stone Cold. Peanut, who you going with?
Well, from being from The Rock's hometown,
I'm from The Rock's hometown.
I said that just to get a reaction.
Not from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I am from The Rock's hometown. Not to mention, you're not even from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
I am.
No, you're not.
Kind of.
Kind of. No, you're not.
I'm from AJ Styles' hometown. Ooh, in your face. Sorry, keep going.
You're from
That should be
Gainesville,
on
Georgia?
No, Jacksonville.
No, you're not from Gainesville, Georgia.
Jacksonville,
right?
North Carolina.
Exactly, because he's not from there.
He was born in Jacksonville.
He's
Hey, we're not doing
from
this.
there.
Anyway, Peanut, go for it.
Neither of you are from The Rock's hometown. I am from The Rock's hometown. Because I've ran into him here.
What did he shoulder block you out of the fucking way while he was walking? Or
No, he has security guards for that. No joke.
Oh, okay.
It was at the Orange Bowl, and security guards pushed us all as the way as he walked by, and we were like, "Holy shit, it's the fucking Rock!"
I'll give you this: I have not ran into AJ Styles in Jacksonville, North Carolina. So,
yeah, you probably.
I have ran into The Rock.
oh,
Walking down Main Street. Just
This is
kidding.
a lie.
I'm actually looking at
It's never happened.
I'm actually looking at a.
He's
I'm
not
actually looking
from.
at a life-size. I'm looking at a life-size cutout of The Rock right now. 6'5" of cutout cardboardness.
he's 6'5".
But back to the task at hand, or
Yep.
something like
He's
that.
about 6'5",
I think it's a
6'6". That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, go
He's
for it, Peanut.
a
Who you
big
got?
guy. But we talked earlier about the X theme, like defining an era. Stone Cold's theme was the era, so it's hard to vote against it. Shawn Michaels' theme it's good, it's iconic, but it's kind of more funny to me, if that makes any sense. Like,
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
doesn't really get me amped. And as I think Rad was pointing out about the Rock's theme, how you could tweak it based on character and adjust it with the times, and like it's still the same song when you strip it down, but it just evolved. That's like a different ball game, kind of like a different element into like my thinking of which to pick. I'm a huge Rock fan. I think I gotta go with The Rock. Love that song.
Wow.
All of them.
Wow. All right.
I know.
Lee,
I didn't think I was going there.
God damn.
go for it.
Well, first off, Shawn Michaels' theme never worked for me outside of his like '90s run where he was the asshole heel. Like Sexy Boy totally works for his character as a '90s asshole heel, but when he sort of stepped up and became the main eventer and the legend and shit, I was just like, okay, this cross-eyed fucking balding motherfucker is Sexy Boy now.
Christian Bible
Whatever.
bumper. Bible thumper,
Yeah.
sorry, not bumper.
Just fuck off. It doesn't work. My vote's for Stone Cold. That again is the iconic fucking theme, the original Stone Cold theme. This is like the fucking glass smashes, and it's like, okay, it's on. It's kick ass. Wow. And I'll leave my vote for that. But I mean, The Rock's going to go on, of course, but Stone Cold for me.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm actually shocked that Stone Cold's not gonna advance here. I know that's probably like the biggest. That's like Road Warriors losing to fucking the Hardy Boys right here. This is not good right now. I did not think this was gonna happen.
And yet you picked The Rock.
I did.
And
personally,
the two of us who didn't pick The Rock were like, man, it's close for The Rock.
Yeah.
Listen to Bomber saving face right here. Like,
I'm just surprised. No, personally, I think I like The Rock's theme better. I think it's a better entrance theme. But man, I'm just shocked, man. I thought I was going to be
shocked too. I didn't think I was voting for The Rock, but as I
thought I was going to be the only one. I thought it was going to be the only one, but there we go. Anyway, there you have it. The Rock, if you smell, moves on, and we're going to move on here.
Felt like the finals. That really felt like the finals.
Yep. So it did. That was a big. That could have been a final match. Here we go. Mr. Perfection versus Hulk Hogan's Real American versus Evolution's Line in the Sand. Scott, go for it.
I've led the last three, so why not?
Oh, did you? Okay, we'll do this one.
Yeah. No, whatever. Real American. Mr. Perfect's theme is great. It's awesome. It's a one that we got in here kind of like, oh, wait, we forgot this one, and all agreed mostly that it should be.
Yeah.
Evolution, I love that theme song. I actually like the pre-Motorhead, I think, where it was just kind of I don't know, it's a little more restrained in a way. I liked it, just the sound of it, but the Motorhead one's great too. But Hulk Hogan Real American, originally U.S. Express, by the way, but it's the theme song. It really is. Like, I can't. Do I really need to quantify why Hulk Hogan's Real American is one of the great themes? Everyone knows it. People who don't know wrestling know that is his song. You know, it's ridiculousness. Like, it's that far-reaching. It defined that era. Yeah. Hogan.
Okay. That's one for Hogan. Peanut, how about you go first and talk about why you're picking Mr. Perfect?
Well, I was in favor of that the whole time.
You fucking liar. This guy didn't want it in the brackets. Fuck you.
Now, you also just said, how about he go first?
I said, I always fuck that up.
You do. That's why I'm pointing it out. It's fun. Anyway.
I didn't even catch it.
Yep, me neither. I say it so much. But, yeah, who you got?
Line in the Sand, that's a song, like, it's a good song, and it's, like, one of the few, like, rock songs with these heavy guitars that I could, like, fall asleep to, because it's, like, relaxing in a weird way. Real American, as, like, Scott was saying, when it comes to entrance themes, that is an entrance theme. Like, that's the entrance theme. That's
a entrance theme, yeah. That's an entrance theme.
It is one of 24 on the list.
It'd be an entrance theme. An entrance theme. Entrance starts with an E, so the word before is N, not A.
Entrance.
It's ant entrance theme.
The small entrance
Hogan.
theme. Ant's entrance theme.
All right. Peanut is picking Hulk Hogan. I'll go real quick. Originally, I did not pick Mr. Perfect to be on the list. But as we were throwing out a bunch of names that should be on here, it popped into my head, and I instantly got pissed off that I forgot about his entrance theme. This is one of the ones pre-Attitude Era that was just, wow, fucking brilliant. Perfect song. It really, it really is. It is the perfect fucking entrance song for him. It's great. Evolution, fuck you. This fucking song is amazing. I think it says a lot that you look through the brackets here, and I think there's only two that have to do with a stable, I think. Really? A DX and Evolution, right? Demolition's a tag one, but yeah, I think that's... Yep.
That's correct, I think.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and it's funny how both of them have Triple H in it. That's pretty funny, too. But I am not going to lie. I listen to this song a lot. Just like randomly. I would listen to the song a lot back in the day when Evolution was a thing. I really, really fucking really, really liked Evolution. This theme... was perfect for him. But then you have Hulk Hogan, Real American. I can't say more. I can't say enough about how iconic, how great, how fucking personified this was. Just the perfect song for Hogan, and it got everybody hyped. It got everybody pumped up. He was the Real American before we knew he was racist, and I'm gonna pick Hulk Hogan as well. I'm gonna pick Hogan.
And that
as well.
solidified it. But
Wow.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with him being racist, is why I'm picking him, by the way. I just want to point that out.
He is Southern.
He is, yep.
No, I mean you.
Oh, I am, yes. I was about to say, Hogan does live in Florida, doesn't he? But, anyway. Lee,
that flew over Bomber's head.
Lee, who do you got? I think it did. Lee, go for it.
Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan. It's a great song. It's iconic, of course, whatever. But fuck Hulk Hogan. The Evolution song is also fucking amazing. I love it. But I have to go for the sort of sentimental favorite for me is Mr. Perfect.
Thank you. That's great. I'm really happy you got a vote.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't vote for him, but thank you for
I'm just saying his theme is not better than Hogan's, but it's a fucking amazing theme. I'm just saying.
I would have voted for Too Cool in this bracket.
Fuck you.
And you would have lost, sir.
Yes, you would have been eliminated. All right.
I would have went down swinging.
All right. You got anything else to throw in, or is that good?
No.
Okay. Rab.
Okay. I'll go through them real quick because obviously my vote doesn't really matter. But Evolution, I think this is my favorite of all the Motorhead themes. I like it better than King of Kings. I like it better than the game. The game, I think, is the weakest one.
Really?
Yes, I think for sure it's the weakest one. I like King of King better than that, and I like Evolution better too. Evolution, I think, was a great theme for the four of them and coming out, and I love that song, and as we also I listen to it all the time too, and it's fantastic, and it's fucking Motorhead. Mm-hmm. Hulk Hogan, Real American, as it's been said. I mean, when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, that is as iconic as it gets in wrestling, and it's a great theme. But for me, it's Mr. Perfect. I think I'm the one who wanted to put on the list.
Nope, that was me. It was me.
No, it was definitely me.
I'm pretty sure I just typed it in.
No, I mentioned it, and also it's in the chat. You'll see I put it in there.
Yeah, he mentioned it, and then you were like, dude, I got one I thought of, and it was perfect. I'm like, we said that already.
I didn't hear that.
Like 5 minutes ago.
I didn't see his, so it's still an original.
To be fair,
and I said
tracking a bunch, so yeah.
You did pick it, so I'll give you the credit then.
I mean, I think it's a better theme than Real American. Real American is obviously more iconic because it's Hulk Hogan, but Mr. Perfect is a better theme. It's that thematic thing we've been talking about.
So good.
It plays as he comes down. You go, man, this guy is perfect.
Oh, you better stop talking. I'm gonna switch. You better stop talking.
It fits perfectly. You should switch.
I know you're trying to get
me
to
switch.
it's up
you
there.
You should switch. It's better.
No,
No,
right.
It's good, but it's not. It's not better. I will say it's amazing, but it's not better.
It's great in a Goldust way. In that sense of like that.
Those are the themes, and those might be the themes I like the most.
And I like it better than Goldust theme. I do like it better than Goldust theme. I'll say that.
But it is reminiscent, the same kind of tones to it. So.
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that. And maybe that's just something about my picks and the kind of things the ones I really wanted on the list is stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to go with Mr. Perfect. We were born on the same day. I always like that.
Oh.
Yeah, we share a birthday.
Awesome.
Not the same date because he's a little older than.
Just a little bit. What he
That's
was.
like me being born in the same hospital that The Rock was born in.
Shut the fuck up, Peanut. You weren't born anywhere near.
No, you
The Rock.
weren't. He wasn't.
All right, so there you have it. 3 votes to 2 votes. Hulk Hogan is going to win out over Mr. Perfect. Evolution gets 0 shot.
I can't. Wow.
Yeah.
Which that is a bit of a shocker.
That's a
great goddamn song too.
Wow, what a shock! I can't believe we really had a shocker. Wow. Whatever. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna argue.
I'm just saying.
Differing opinions. What?
It is a good song.
Everyone's got an opinion.
So the last match.
I just can't believe it.
Shut the fuck up. The last match of round 1, we have Jack Swagger's Patriot. I'm sorry. Against Shinsegae Nakamura's The Rising Sun, and we got Chris Jericho break the walls down. I'll go first. I don't think I went first yet. I'll go first. You haven't went first?
I might have gone first.
Maybe. I'll go first this time. We go first next time.
I'll go first though.
What? All right, go first. Fuck it. Go first then.
No, you can go. You can go. Sorry.
Fuck you. All right, Jack Swagger Patriot.
You both have them.
No, let me go first. Let me go first.
Fuck, go for it.
Yeah, let's get the dead vote out of the way.
Yeah, go for it, Rab. Go for it, Rab.
So here we have we got 3 songs on my workout playlist.
Oh my god.
All 3 are actually on there. My workout playlist is nothing but wrestling themes.
I was about to say you should just like copy every song on here.
It really is nothing but wrestling themes.
Wow.
Those things pump me up, man. That keeps me going like wrestling songs. I'm the one who pushed for Jack Swagger Patriot. It did end up on here somehow. I'm very surprised at that.
It's like a Santino Morella fucking pick right here.
Instead of Brett.
Pretty much.
Yeah. By the way, you weren't there. You weren't there to argue for that Santino Morella Intercontinental title.
You guys went on without me.
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't advance. But anyway, go for it.
But Swagger's theme is one of those themes, not unlike Mr. Perfect's, not unlike Goldust's. It's a more modern version, but it's one of those things where it's thematic. His secondary push came with him and Cesaro and what did they call him? Zeb Coulter.
Yeah, Zeb Coulter.
I was trying to remember what they called him.
Yeah, Zeb.
You could argue it's built on that theme. It's just built on the theme song and the We the People and the music in the background, and that was the best part of the whole thing. And they kept that going for like a year and a half. Based on this theme, the theme is fantastic. I think if this theme belonged to someone better, there'd be less problems having it on this list. I think because it belongs to someone who was an awful world champion and a very boring mid-carder is why there was pushback to this. I really think it's one of the best themes of the last 10 years. And it built his character, and it's fantastic. What else we got? Break the Walls Down.
You haven't even looked at the other ones like, what are the fucking songs?
Well, I did. That's how I started. I wanted to start with the first one on the list. It's literally the first one on top.
Okay.
Don't give me the shit.
Okay.
I'll fight you.
Okay.
Fucker. Fucking Southerners.
Yep.
Then you got let's go Nakamura's theme then, because if I'm going to go in order.
Yeah. Consistency here.
Nakamura's thing obviously is awesome. It's always great when they pull out the guy with the violin. This is one of those songs that keeps me running. And there's with his entrance and the lights and the music itself. The music's beautiful with the violin, and it's just an awesome theme. But then you got Jericho, and if we're talking about best themes, I mean that's one of the best themes I can remember. I loved this theme when it first came out, and it's one of those that stood the test of time. He still comes out to it. It's a little tweaked, but it still comes out to it, and you don't go, the same old bullshit we've been hearing for 17 years. I don't think anyone hears the theme and goes, it's played out. It's a great theme. It's perfect for him. I love that Jericho says he has no idea what the lyrics are. Because they don't really matter. They don't actually make any kind of sense. But I'm going to go with Jack Swagger.
God damn it. Okay.
I think it's the best theme on here. I think purely based on songs themselves, it is the best theme.
Yeah. Okay. Peanut, go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go, but okay, I'll go.
Yep.
I can go.
I was.
Shut up.
Let me tell you more about Jack Swagger.
Wow, Rob, you really swayed my opinion there. So I don't even have words to say about this one because part of me doesn't care about who goes forward with this bracket, but part of me does, because Chris Jericho's theme was always one of those that, like, I thought I liked, but at the same time, I don't know, it doesn't really do too much for me. The Rising Sun is actually, like, a great song. It's like a song I could show to a non-wrestling fan, and I think they'd like it, based on song standards. Patriot, it was a song for a while, and that's that. So my vote's going to go to The Rising Sun.
All right. That's one for Nakamura, one for Jack Swagger. I guess I'll jump in there real quick. I'm gonna give you credit, Rab. Jack Swagger did have a good theme. I'm gonna give you some credit here. It's a good song. It was a good song, and I can see how you say that it was stuck on a shitty guy, so people kind of didn't give a fuck about it. Because as soon as they heard the song, they're like, "Oh, well, here comes Jack Swagger. Who gives a fuck?" But
people still yelled out "We the People."
Yeah, I mean,
the
it was
song
a good
played.
song.
Just the moment the song stopped, everyone stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It was a good song. Unfortunately, though, when looking at Nakamura and Jericho's songs, it's a little below theirs. I'll say it's a notch below theirs. So to me, it's going to come down between Jericho and Nakamura here. Jericho's, goddamn, just I remember the big when he before he came back, there was the whole the codes like Save Jericho and everything, and then they did the whole little countdown, and then it was just when that music hit, it was like, God, this is legit. This is great. I fucking love this. Chris Jericho, he's, like you said, the test of time. His song's been around for a long time. It's never really got that stale. I think over how long has Jericho been used that song for? 10, 15 years or so, somewhere around there?
Since 2000 or something?
Yeah.
Over that, yeah.
99, so that's 18 years? Yep. 18 years. 18 years, and it's still not super stale. I mean, obviously it's not fresh anymore, and that's going to be hard going up against Nakamura's team because his is fresh, his is new, and his is fucking insane, epic, and in my opinion, definitely the best of the modern, the new songs that we have now. To me, Nakamura's is definitely way better than theirs. It's just the whole as soon as you hear the boom, 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 it just fucking, dude, you start, and then the crowd, as I talked about earlier, the crowd adds a million times over to that song. It's beautiful. It's super fun to sing to when you're live. There's nothing else like it. Even though Jericho's song is really great, to me, it just doesn't stand up to Nakamura's song. So I'm going to give my vote to Nakamura here as well. So that's going to be 2 for Nakamura, 1 for Swagger. Scott.
This is hard. I mean, all joking aside, yes, Swagger's is awesome. It is a fun one in the same way of all the ones we've been talking about this whole time. It's one of those thematic ones. And it's good. I love the theme. I love how the horns are almost a bit loose in it. Like, they don't sound crisp. It's like a cool aspect to it. Jericho's theme is, like I mentioned, it's from 99. It's one of my favorites since 99. It just stands up, and he's not had a bad version of it, and they tweak it so many ways, but it always sounds kind of the same, which is good. That's the good thing. Don't break it. If it's not, it's working. It's fine. It's always good, and it always works. Like it can just play and really hold up. And then Nakamura is one of those recent ones, like I mentioned, like Balor and that, where it's a modern version of my favorite type, and it builds. It starts, like you said, with the strums, and the violin really goes, and it all just keeps building into this crazy epic thing that's just beautiful music. This is hard because Jericho seems like the obvious one. When you think I'm willing to bet when the listeners think best theme songs, Jericho just pops into the head. And maybe it's been trained that way, but it's there for a reason.
18 years, yeah.
But I kind of want to go with Nakamura simply because I think it's better. Not necessarily will it don't know if it's going to stand a test of time like that one. Like it's a weird thing to say, but I think just in the moment and in what it is, and it's not just shiny new hotness. I love that kind of music more than the type that Jericho's is, even though I love that one. I go for those kind of songs, so I gotta go with Nakamura.
All right, Lee, who you got?
Well, I have no idea why Jack Swagger shit is on this list, honestly, because
so you just don't even like it at all. You just don't like it.
No, I don't like it at all. It has nothing to do with the fact that Jack Swagger was a totally misused character in the WWE and his push was garbage and he just turned out to be a fucking dud. But fuck, man. Whatever.
Okay.
I feel that way about Demolition.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair play to you, sir. Shinsuke Nakamura. I do love his theme a lot, but Chris Jericho's is more iconic for me. Like, just break the walls down. That is a fucking immediate fucking killer fucking tone. It's just like especially when he was doing the countdown shit, like where it was just doing the sort of countdown to that, and then break the walls down. Fucking amazing. And although my vote is thrown away at this point, I have to go for Chris Jericho.
All right, so that's 3 for Nakamura, 1 for Jack Swagger, 1 for Chris Jericho. If it makes you feel better, Swagger got the same amount of votes as Jericho did, so I don't know if that makes you feel better.
Does not make me feel better.
No, sorry, I'm just...
What a shot.
Considering I still feel like I almost want both to advance. Like Jericho's that hard of one to pick.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to like just how they got matched up.
It's wrong. It feels wrong to pick against.
It would have won against a lot of other ones probably, but
absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised, honestly.
That said, there's so many I've thought of just in the past like 5 minutes. Like who we mentioned,
Yep.
like you want to talk silly ones? Honky Tonk Man.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
We don't have Eddie.
He's cocky. He's bad.
Yeah,
Eddie
we don't
Guerrero,
have Eddie.
yeah, Eddie
Light
was
Cheat
good.
Steel. Some would say Shane, Kane,
Shane's good.
because they rhyme.
Okay.
Del Rio, I liked his.
Nah, I didn't like
Yeah,
those.
And
I
I'm
didn't
not
like
gonna lie,
John Morrison. That was a fun one.
Nah, that song sucks.
I'll give you that. I'll give you John.
and I'm not gonna lie, like Ziggler as well, but I like Jinder Mahal's theme.
Get out of here. All right, we're done. All right, moving on.
I liked it since it came back.
Moving on.
I'm not joking. That's all this epicness type. It's that kind of theme song. Doesn't belong here, but I really like it.
All right.
Del Rio had a really great version of his theme where it didn't do the intro, it just going dun dun dun.
Really,
dun,
I thought
dun,
that
dun.
version was weak. I thought that version pulled a lot out of what the entrance was.
Yeah, the
No,
opening.
I love that one.
I thought the
because it was
opener was needed.
No, I love that one because it was so bombast and that like fit the kind of heel kind of ideal of his character.
I
It's like,
feel that way about the one with the intro.
hey, okay.
But see,
I remember
that's
because
the
I
thing,
remember when they made that change, and I thought it was a really bad idea.
Well,
but I just wrote those down in the last like 10 minutes.
well, here's what
That's
we're
how
about.
many goddamn songs there are.
Well, here's what you're really going to have to debate about, because round 2, Vince McMahon, no chance in hell, versus Triple H's The Game. Since Rab went first on the last one, I'll go first on this one.
I mean, I can go first.
No,
can all go
goddamn, you're going last this time. All right, here we go. Man, 2 fucking great songs. Just look at the songs they beat. Fucking Undertaker, Bobby Roode, almost said Robbie Roode for some reason. Kurt Angle and DX, both of these songs beat out those songs. That's crazy. Vince McMahon's No Chance in Hell. We already talked about how long he's had it. He's had it longer than Jericho's, right? How long has Vince's had his? 97, 96? When did he start feuding with Hogan? I remember Hogan. Stone Cold? It had to be around that time.
Did he have that when he was initially feuding with?
No, he got that a year after.
Oh
Yeah, I think that was kind of.
It was probably like 98 at least.
He started the feud in 98.
Okay.
It was actually
wasn't there-
leading up to it in 97. He feuded because he got the title in 98. And he got the song toward the end of 98, toward 99, when they had the Valentine's Day match.
So about just as long as Jericho then. But anyway, that's a long fucking time to have one song, and it still fucking works. It's still like the, oh shit, the boss is here song. But then you got I can't go against it. I'm going with Triple H here. It's just too fucking badass of a theme. It's Motorhead. It gets you going. Triple H comes out. it's the epitome of a fucking badass coming down to the ring. That song just fucking works, and it works great, and I can't go against Motorhead here. I'm going to pick Triple H here. Triple H is going to be my vote. Scott, who you got?
It's a weird one because these are both ones I picked, but I don't know what to pick between them. I like I said, I really like the game. It works well. No Chance in Hell, though. I think, like, you were looking at what it beat beforehand. I'm just trying to compare the two. I could probably listen to the game more, but I think I like No Chance in Hell more. Like, it just works better overall. Because the game is just, it's a song, whatever. But No Chance in Hell is just, yeah, I'm going with Vince.
All right.
I can't properly put it into words why, but
okay.
I like his better. It's
That's
weird.
fine.
I can't do it. It's odd.
All right, so that's one for Vince, one for Triple H. Peanut, who are you going with here?
Well, I think I kind of said this the first round. Triple H's theme really doesn't do too much for me. Like, it's kind of just background noise for his entrance. That's kind of how I feel like he could swap out a different song, and his entrance would kind of feel the same.
And he does, that's probably, for the record.
Sometimes.
He does.
It's rare, but sometimes he does, yeah.
No, he actually does that pretty often.
What?
He doesn't. He does it for, like, big business, man.
Major. Yeah.
Okay, what did he come out to at the last WrestleMania? Against Seth Rollins.
Did he come out to King of Kings?
No, he didn't. He came out of the game. Anyway, keep going.
Sure, I think he came out to King of Kings.
No, they do both. They often do both. He'll play that one, then he'll come out.
I know he's came out in the past, but he came out into the game that time. Anyway, keep going. Go for it.
Okay.
When he was sitting on the crown acting like a king, he didn't come out to King of Kings.
That time he did, yeah, when he was sitting on the throne.
But
taking it.
Anyway, with all of that said,
you're picking Vince.
I have to go with. Yeah, I'm going with Vince. It's a great song. The
Mm-hmm.
lyrics are great. It says something about Shane being too strong. It actually doesn't say that, but it sounds like that. So
Shane too strong.
It kind of does, yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does sound like that. And then, that's another one where it's like you don't really know the exact lyrics. You just kind of
pretty politicians.
Exactly.
Puppet.
It's like you get a couple words in it, and it just that's all you know. But
Shane too strong.
Yeah, Shane's too strong. All right, anyway,
no chance. Here we go. We got it.
All right. Who you got, Rap? No, wait. I said you're going last. Fuck you.
No,
Lee.
you said it too
No,
late.
Lee.
Motherfucker, fuck you.
It's like Beetlejuice said his name. Now he's got to do it.
Fuck you. I'm here. Dun, 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 dun,
Right.
dun,
Go for it.
For me, it's pretty easy. I mean, I'm kind of on the same boat. I think this is the weakest of Triple H's themes. I actually do like the dying seagull or whatever Scott said before.
The wounded
modem.
seagull.
Or the modem, as Lee said.
God,
No, I said dying seagulls. He said.
Yeah, no, he knows. He full well knows.
He's trolling you. He's trolling.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All right.
You got us both with that shit.
That was wonderful. That was great.
You American son of a bitch.
You just
Yeah.
won this
Hey, wait,
podcast.
no.
I didn't. You don't care what happens from here on out with Swagger. You're good.
Yep.
Fuck.
No, but I honestly feel this is one of his weaker themes. I think it's the weakest of the Motorhead themes. And on the other side, No Chance, I think is top echelon theme to capture the moment and capture the song. And the song is awesome. And I gotta go with No Chance.
All right. That's 3. Lee, who you got?
I just want to mention before I make my pick that Edge's Metalingus, I really do appreciate the lyrics and how conscious they are of the current times when he was having that theme song about, on this day I peed clearly.
Really?
He didn't get he got drug tested and he peed clearly. It's very current. Exactly, yeah. But I'm gonna have Vince McMahon. Yeah, Vince McMahon, No Chance in Hell goes against the game. That's I think the game's his weakest theme. So there you go.
All right. That's 4-1. Vince McMahon, No Chance in Hell, advances to the semifinals. So here we go. Gold Dust with Gold Lust going up against Finn Balor's Catch Your Breath, not breast.
Check your breasts, girl.
Lee, how about you start this one off?
I see them titties go.
I love both these themes, but honestly, I have to go Finn Balor here because I really like how this fucking theme builds and encourages the crowd to engage into it. Like Goldust seems really awesome, but it's all about his character, and it's very, very personal, and it's not, it doesn't really reach out to the crowd to get them engaged into it. Yeah, I think Catch Your Breath is way better, honestly. So I'll go for that one.
Okay. Peanut, who you going with here?
Who is Peanut going for here? I don't remember if I voted for Goldust's theme last time.
I think you did, yes.
I did, but I don't think I was confident about it.
I was the only one that voted for Cult Personality, and Lee and Scott both picked Demolition, so.
Oh.
You and Rad
well, that's
picked
not a surprise. Yeah.
Goldust, yeah.
Like I was saying, I think with Finn Balor last time, it's fun to be a part of. You come out, everyone's standing. It's a great experience. Goldust, I think, it's like a legendary theme song, but when I hear it, it's for some reason it doesn't like, oh man, that's a great theme song. So I'm gonna go with Catch Your Breaths.
Oh God. All right. 2 for Finn Balor. Rab, go for it.
I voted for both of these. I said a lot of great stuff about both of these, I think. Catch Your Breath is about as fun as it is being in person. But I got to go with Goldust. I think it's a better theme. Like I said, I think it's one of the best of all time. I said top 10 before. Maybe I'd say top 5 themes. Maybe top 1. I don't know.
Ooh.
But yeah, I got to go with Goldust. I think it's as good as it gets.
All right. That's 1 for Goldust, 2 for Balor. Hey, Scott, who you got?
Hey, what's up? So yeah, these are 2 tough ones. They're not the 2 I picked, but Goldust is amazing, so I'm fine with it being there. So fine that I think I gotta vote for it, because I do love Balor's theme. I do love how it builds. I do love everything about it. But I think Goldust's is it's better. And I don't really know how to say it, but it just immediately gets there. And it's not that it doesn't build that I don't like it. It's not that, but I think there's just more going on with that theme song than with Balor's. And I like the layers within Goldust's
yeah, it's
song.
pretty complex.
There's more to it, and it's all stuff I like. So I've got to go with that one.
Wow. Well, fuck.
I never really thought about the fact that Balor's theme is kind of simple.
And like I've said before, that doesn't work against it for me.
Yeah, it's
like,
not a bad thing.
Great,
no, it's a fantastic theme.
To compare these 2, I could easily listen to Goldust's theme more often than Balor's. So.
Yeah, it's a fantastic theme, Balor's, but it is a little simple. I didn't really think about that, but it's true.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
What? So... No, it's not.
All right.
No, there was no negative
it.
in anything he said. That's not what we're saying.
Simple's not necessarily bad.
Now, if I would have said those...
Pomp and Circumstance is pretty simple, too.
Now, if I would have said those exact words, you guys would have been jumping down my goddamn throat, and you know it.
Well, of course.
Well, depending on the tone, because he's saying, like, no, I can appreciate the levels of it.
So here we go. I did vote for Goldust. I did not vote for Finn Balor, and I'm just going to say right now, I still think I would vote for Christian over both these songs, but he's not in here, so... oh, man... To me, you have this is the perfect example of the iconic song, which is the more well known, the most diversified as far as like it stood around a lot longer, going up against the new better song. This is Finn Balor. I can definitely listen to that song way more than I can listen to Goldust, but we're talking about entrances. Which one is better for the entrance? And also, again, I think I'm going to go with Finn Balor here. It is better for the actual entrance. I think it's pretty obvious when you watch. It's it just fits everything. It gets you in the mood a lot. I wouldn't say a lot better because Goldust does do a good job of that, but it gets you in the mood a little better. And it just gets me right there, right in the heart area. So I'm gonna pick Finn Balor for this one.
What's funny is I knew exactly how you were gonna pick just by how you were going after me for saying it was simple. Because you're like, I have to defend my pick. Dude, I wasn't saying anything negative about it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Hey, I know a theme song that we haven't talked about. What about Roman Reigns or The Shield? That's a fun one.
It was better with the intro.
Listen to that crowd. Ooh. It's very simple if you want to go that
way. It was better with the Shield intro, I thought.
Yeah, I would say the Shield theme.
Yeah.
Something about removing the intros like simple makes it too simple almost.
Yeah.
Because Balor's theme is simple, but it does have the intro to it and all that.
Yeah.
And it has like 2 parts. That always helps.
When you have the call signs going on before the actual theme starts in, it really works.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Does, yeah.
On that note, Bomber, we haven't heard this at all from you. No Ambrose. How do you feel about the Ambrose theme? Because the Rollins theme, I think we can all agree, is kind of shit.
I think I like the Ambrose theme over Roman Reigns, over Seth Rollins, and over the Shield. But when it comes to the list, I don't think it would have made the list. But I do prefer Ambrose's theme. It gives you that, dude. It just jumps right out there. It's got the rev right off the top. It's way more, gets you right in the mood, quicker and better than the other 2 themes. But yeah, Seth Rollins is probably the weakest of the group. Of the Shield guys.
How do you feel? And honestly, I really didn't bring it up just because I didn't want to go through this. But fuck it. Okay. How do you feel about Daniel Bryan's theme?
I'm surprised that you guys didn't want it on the list. It's not horrible. I mean, it's another one that came from like a different background before it got into wrestling, but it's not bad.
No, I thought about it.
I threw it out there.
Yeah, it's great, but at the same time, unfortunately, Daniel Bryan was just so short-lived. I think that's what kind of cut it from the list for me, honestly.
It may,
but I think it's really great, and I love Daniel Bryan. But I don't know. I just think his theme doesn't stack up as like an all-time iconic kind of list because his career was just short-lived for WWE. So
yeah. All right, well, moving on here. Going on the other side of the brackets, we got Macho Man's Pomp and Circumstance going against The Rock's If You Smell. Peanut, how about you start this one off? You haven't went first in a while.
I deny it. I do not want to go first.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'll go first. As one of The Rock's representatives. In this matter,
this is gonna be a thing. I see.
Oh, you're letting me down, Peanut. Yeah.
It's already started.
I don't think I had any. I mean, Macho Man's theme it's the graduation song. I kind of associate with Macho Man.
It's the Macho Man song. Graduation people use it. Okay.
That's what I was getting at. But Rock's is great on so many levels.
It's time for you to graduate into Jobber Radio and say thank you to the Macho Man. Yeah.
Crap, I gotta go with Macho Man.
No,
you're under duress.
I'm going with the.
You going with The Rock officially?
I'm going with Dwayne. Yeah, I'm going with Dwayne.
Oh, you got your first name based.
Because you're friends. Because you're friends.
Wow. Okay. Lee, since you're getting out there, how about we hear from you here? Who you got?
I can't understand how Peanut would associate with a person named Dwayne. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that. That sounds kind of screwy to me, yeah. But listen, Pomp and Circumstance. Most people don't know this, but those are the names I gave to my testicles, yeah. And Miss Elizabeth sucked on both of them!
Oh.
So, I have to go forward with Pomp and Circumstance as my theme song. Yeah, oh yeah.
All right. Oh, that's going to be one for Macho Man, one for The Rock. Rab, I'm interested to see who you got here.
See, what some people don't know is that there's more than one person here who can. No, I'm not going to. We can't do too much, man.
No, what the hell was that? Yeah. I don't even know what you were doing there.
I mean, I love both these themes. I'm a huge Macho Man guy, and I'm a huge Rock guy, obviously. But oh, this is so hard. Which is the same thing Macho Man said around Miss Elizabeth from before.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know what to do. If I search my heart of hearts, and I think about
He
it,
didn't make the list.
Ow. I was gonna make a comment, but you
Enough
that made it
is enough, and it's time for a change.
Hey, I like that one, Steve. That's cool.
That's a good one.
Canadians.
We actually used that back old school Java radio for the fans that weren't around back then. We actually used that for our. We did a segment called the Raging Roundtable, and I pumped that in the very beginning when we went to the segment. It was pretty cool. But anyway,
now we're corporate, so we can't.
Yeah, we can't use those anymore.
Well, we'll get taken off YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't like them.
I gotta go with The Rock. It's really, really close. If you had asked me a second ago, maybe I would have said Macho Man. If you ask me in 5 minutes, maybe I'll say Macho Man again. But right now, gotta go with The Rock. I've definitely listened to it more on its own than I have Pomp and Circumstance.
Pretty sure you've heard Pomp and Circumstance way more in your lifetime.
I don't
Maybe
think
not
that's
thinking
true.
of it as
no,
Macho
that's
Man.
definitely not. No, 100% that's not true.
Okay.
Because I spent way more time watching the Attitude Era than I did sitting in graduation ceremonies.
Oh, okay.
So
Were
there's
you
no way
implying
that's
that
true.
he did? That's weird.
That sounds really, really close, but it also sounds really goddamn disappointing. Yeah.
All right. So that's 2 for The Rock.
It sounds the same as Vince McMahon.
1 for Macho Man. And Scott, who you got?
See, I'm looking at who I did vote for, and I voted for Brock over Macho. And I probably would have picked him over Rock. So that kind of says it there. I think I have to go with The Rock on this one. I do really like his theme song. Yeah, it's Pomp and Circumstance, but I just like The Rock's themes better.
All right.
Perfect.
You are no longer Canadian, yeah.
There it is. Yes.
Stripped it.
You picked The Rock over Macho Man. You are no longer Canadian.
Macho Man wasn't Canadian.
Doesn't matter. It's a Canadian thing.
I turned my back on Lee, so.
Yep.
It's an igloo thing, Rab.
I'm going to go real quick.
You wouldn't understand.
It comes down to same thing as before. The Rock song is a better song, but Macho Man's Pomp and Circumstance is one of the best. Seriously, top 3. I thought it was going to make it to the finals. No joke. I thought it was going to make it there. Macho Man, Pomp and Circumstance would be my vote. It's just perfect. It is the fucking... What was the era before the fucking Attitude Era? Or what was the generation? What was that before that? What was... what do they call that?
The new generation?
New generation?
Before that. It was right
That was
before
The
that.
80s?
The
Yeah,
80s.
we
The
just call it
80s
the
generation.
They didn't have a name.
Yeah.
It was the 80s.
The Federation. Whatever it is.
The World Wrestling Federation.
Yes, that. Whatever that era was, this was the perfect song for that. This was everything that
Rock and
I
wrestling.
loved. This is everything I fucking loved. Macho Man, it holds a special spot in my heart for this song. But at the end of the day, The Rock wins out. Macho Man.
The Macho Man appreciates the way you voted, yeah. And if you ever want to stick your dick into Miss Elizabeth, I'll lend her out. Yeah, I'll lend her out.
That would be illegal in many states here in the United States. It's called necrophilia, but we're going
In
to...
this fantasy world, she's not dead. Yeah.
Oh, well, in the fantasy world, then I'd be all over that because Miss Liz was easily the best.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the last match in the second round, we have Hulk Hogan's Real American versus Shinsegae Nakamura's The Rising
Not American.
Sun. Not American. It's the opposite. Oh, my God. It is the opposite. This would have been the perfect match back in the day. Hogan would not have worked with him, though, because he's too small. But, who do you guys got?
I mean, he's skinny. He's not short.
No,
he's a big guy.
Oh, he's
Hogan
tall.
still wouldn't have worked with him, let's be honest.
No, he would have. He totally would have.
Yeah, he would have squashed him.
wouldn't have.
Bummer.
I don't know.
Who do you have?
Who do I have? You want me to go first?
I do.
Yeah, you go first.
All right, I'll go first here. Thanks for taking over, Peanut, like that. That's good show initiative. Wow,
I can go first.
this is really hard. No, you can't. Here we go. Real American, as we already said, is the entrance song going against the modern era. Oh wow, oh guys, this is the best modern song of the new breed going against the best old breed song. Oh, I don't think old breed's a word, or a term, but anyway. Wow, this is perfect, I think. This is the perfect matchup here.
Mr. Perfect in advance. Stop saying that. Hogan beat him clean.
Right.
That's true.
Stop it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'll stop rubbing it in. I'm just delaying as I'm trying to think of who I really like. I am going to hate myself because I kind of plotted out how I thought the tournament would go. And I'm going to be honest, like all my picks, like my 2 final picks are already out. So
You should just stop doing that.
That always causes you problems.
Yes,
every time.
it does.
Why don't you just stop doing that?
I'm really
No, it's
bad.
fun.
Hey, I thought it'd be Christian versus Macho Man, guys. Jeez, let's go.
Really?
What the
No,
fuck?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You
I'm kidding.
know our opinions.
I'm
You
kidding.
Know better than that.
I'm
my
kidding.
God.
I'm still honestly just delaying because this is a hard matchup. But at the end of the day, I have to pick somebody. And as painful as this is going to be, when I think of the greatest WWE entrance, I think I'm going to go with Hogan, Real American. I love, and it's the best song out there right now being used in the WWE. Nakamura's song is the best right now. That's how I feel, but I'm going to go with Hogan as far as... And I hate to do hey, it's older, it's got to be better. I don't like doing that, and I don't think I'm doing that here, but I'm going to go with Hogan. Lee, who you got?
Fuck.
I thought Macho Man
See?
could for a second.
It's hard, isn't it?
It is.
But
It
Macho
is.
hates Hogan, so he can't do it.
Yeah, goddamn. Scott makes a good point there.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I fucking hate Hulk Hogan, I do like his theme song a lot. I mean, it is iconic. There's no disputing that at all. I mean, honestly, that's probably the most iconic fucking theme song from the 80s, other than Demolition. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have to go with Shinsuke here. I really do. I do love that theme song.
It's good.
I love the way it builds. I love that it just... honestly, Shinsuke's a better performer than Hulk Hogan.
Well,
I mean, fuck
yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Shinsuke Nakamura's a more complete wrestler. He's more of a complete fucking performer. And he just lives his fucking gimmick. He lives his fucking theme song. And everything integrates much better than Hulk Hogan, who outlived his fucking stay before he even hit the fucking 90s. And fuck Hulk Hogan. Fuck him.
Okay.
Shinsuke Nakamura goes ahead.
Okay. That's one for Nakamura. Rab, who are you picking in this one?
I'm starting to think he doesn't like Hulk Hogan.
I've known
I was
that.
getting
Like
that too.
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan. Hulk Hogan.
I know.
Did I give that away? Shit.
Scott's not a fan.
I love it. All right, Rab, who you got?
Yeah, this is a tough one. Nakamura, I think, has the better theme. So yeah, I'm just gonna go Nakamura. I mean, I like other Hogan themes better than this. I mean, I love Real American. I was huge into it when I was, 4 or 5 years old, whatever. But you could argue Hogan's had a better theme. Voodoo Child is definitely a better theme. Him coming out to Rock House is definitely better.
I love Voodoo Child. What you guys? I said I love Voodoo Child.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful song. But Nakamura, his entrance is just amazing, and yeah, I got to go with the Rising Sun.
All right, that's 2 for Nakamura, 1 for Hogan. How about Scott? How about you go?
Well, like I said in the last one for Hogan, it is like it's the song, but let's not waste time here. I'm going with Nakamura as well. It's a better song. And it's weird how I can kind of relate it back to Hogan in the 90s when he would come out and it's like, oh, it's Hogan. Okay, it's theme song. It's good. It's good. Then Warrior would come out and I'm like, yes, yeah. But it was the music was much more amped up and going. I like that better. We've established that. Nakamura's is one of the best examples of that. So, Shinsuke Nakamura.
All right, and Peanut.
Hogan's theme song is like kind of more like a joke now, I guess you could kind of say, like, not a joke in the wrestling world, but like people play it and
it seems cheesy.
Yes, it's cheesy.
It's dated.
Yes, it's dated.
Yeah.
But everyone knows it's from Hulk Hogan. Nakamura's song is like I was saying last time, it's a great song. I'd show it to anyone and be like, hey, this is a cool track. Listen to it. And when he comes out, like I haven't actually seen him live, but I imagine you feel it.
It's epic.
Through his person.
Yeah, it's epic. It's epic.
Oh. And I can imagine. I gotta go with. I would love to be asked this question in like 10 years.
Yeah, fair enough.
We'll do it on the on that Job Radio episode in 10 years from now.
I don't think it actually matters. I'll go Nakamura.
All right. Wow. Okay. That's 4-1. Nakamura will advance over Hulk Hogan's. What?
My vote didn't matter anyway, right?
It didn't, but I mean, still, for Italian purposes, people want to know who you thought was going to get the win.
I tried way too hard for that. Then
it's okay. It's okay. So we have our final.
It's all right, Peanut. We know who our friends are.
Yep. And we have our final four here: Vince McMahon, Finn Balor, The Rock, and Nakamura. Wow. Okay. Let's go right into it here. Semi-final match. Vince McMahon's No Chance in Hell versus Finn Balor. Catch your breath. Peanut, since you just talked, how about you go first right here?
Since I'm warmed up, yeah.
Yeah, warmed up.
No Chance in Hell, like, I love that song. It's great. It's phenomenal. When I was going down the list and, like, you kind of naturally pick out which one you think is kind of, move on. That was one of them. I was like, that's going to move on. Even though it was in a tough bracket, I still lean towards No Chance in Hell's. Once again, it's like a new song, so I'd love to be like, how does Catch Your Breath, Finn Balor song, how does it feel in 10 years? Does he get another song randomly in a couple years just because? And then we kind of forget about how great it is, and it becomes one of those songs where like, oh yeah, we should have had that on the list. But based on that, the longevity of McMahon's theme song, I got to move it into the finals of the greatest entrance theme in WWE history.
All right. That's one for Vince. I'll go real quick. I think you fucking just hit the nail on the head there. I don't know what I just said.
Hail on the net.
Hit the nail on the head.
You hit the nail
on the net.
You hit the nail, dude.
You hit the nail.
You hit the nail on the head.
On the head, Peanut.
You nibble on the head.
Who's making the T-shirt?
And I don't think I ever said that.
Here.
So anyway, thanks for giving me way more shit than I should have got out of that. But yeah, no, Vince McMahon's No Chance in Hell. He's going to use that song until he dies. Let's be honest. That's the perfect song. It's great.
Soon.
It's epic. Hopefully not. Well, it depends how you look at it.
Hopefully in 2 years or less.
Oh, God. Fucking Lee's got a goddamn time chart.
That's like conservative.
See, and I get something for the ACL.
Yeah.
This motherfucker just tried to kill the Kingpin.
He's got a calendar countdown.
Fuck him. He should get an ACL tear and a heart attack at the same time. Aim high,
go all the way.
So, having said that, man, Finn Balor's song's so fucking good, though. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with it. WWE, the greatest theme of all time. Vince McMahon, I'm picking it. I'm locking it in. That's 2 votes for Vince. 0 for Balor so far. Nice. Lee, let's see who you got here.
Okay, so just full disclosure, nothing in the Final Four is anything I would consider the best WWE theme of all time. I'm just saying right now, but fuck, man,
that's awful bomber of you.
Hey, he said it before I said it. I probably would have said it on the next match. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, but fuck, man, This is a tough goddamn choice. I'm gonna have to go Finn Balor. I'm gonna have to give him the fucking nod here.
Okay.
I really do. And I'm not even the biggest fucking Finn Balor fan, but that fucking theme song, the way it builds and the way it just kind of makes his character bigger and better. I love it. And yeah, run with it.
Okay.
We'll go.
All right, Scott, who you got?
I think these are two. No, I picked Goldust at one point. So, Vince. We've gone ad nauseum here with some of this stuff. Vince's is test of time and everything like that, and Finn's is new hotness. But I love those orchestral instrumental themes that build, and that is Finn Balor's theme. So I'm gonna have to make it 2 even. I'm going with Balor.
Holy shit! All right, that means we're going to Rav tiebreaker here. Who you got, Vince or Finn Balor?
I have to pick.
Yep.
You do.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Who goes to the finals for the greatest WWE entrance theme of all time?
You're such a jerk. It's my turn to pick, and I'm supposed to pick now, and that's what I'll do. Here we have McMahon's theme. I voted the whole way through. On the previous one, I'm pretty sure I picked Goldust over Finn Balor.
Yes, definitely.
As did I.
But I gotta go with one of these two choices.
Yep. Yes, you do.
Indeed, you do.
I'm not allowed to pick Goldust.
I mean, you could do a write-in, right? You can do that.
I think
I've done
at
it
this
before.
point you can't. In the first round, maybe. Not at this point.
Norman Smiley.
Exactly. Norman Smiley
Has that happened?
is my pick.
Yeah, it has happened in the first round. Yes, it has.
I've done it before. You know what? I'm gonna do it again.
Too cool.
I'm gonna write in
The Brood.
Goldust. But now because Goldust didn't win, I'm the tiebreaker anyways.
Yep.
So that won't work. Shit. I'm gonna go, for all the reasons that have been said, I'm gonna go with... I was hoping it would just come out. Okay.
Yep. Nope. It's hard. It's fucking hard.
It's very difficult, especially when you know the one that you pick is gonna move on.
Man, my palms are sweaty.
Yep.
I'm gonna go...
8 Mile.
Because no matter which one I pick, I think I'm gonna get shit for it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
I'm gonna go with Finn Balor.
Wow.
I'm gonna go Finn Balor.
Yeah.
It was a really hard pick for me.
Wow.
McMahon's is the one that might, obviously it's at least, stood the test of time. But I could imagine Finn Balor's doing the same.
Wow.
I can't imagine that entrance going around anytime soon. Maybe with tweaks here and there. But the guitar as he's coming out, the intro, the lights, all that, it's everything you want from wrestling.
Doesn't that feel like The Rock, where it'll be tweaked, but for years to come, it'll be essentially the same?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Finn Balor advances 3-2 over Vince McMahon. Okay. Well, hey, speaking of The Rock, If You Smell versus Nakamura's The Rising Sun.
Can I just double up?
Sure. Just go right into it. You did so well in the last one.
He doesn't want to be at the end.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be at the end. Hey, we've all, well, not all of us, but most of us has done it. So, all right, go for it.
I like both of these a lot, but in the Nakamura bracket, I mean, I picked. I would have picked Mr. Perfect over this. I would have picked Evolution over this. I did pick Jack Swagger over it.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's a great theme. It's a great entrance. But something about it rings hollow to me. It's a beautiful theme, and I listen to it a lot. It's on my, my workout playlist. But it something about it makes me think that I can totally see Nakamura having a different theme in 2 years. The Rock's, on the other hand, is an all-time great. Obviously, It's tweaked here and there, but it's the same theme on the bottom. And I got to go with The Rock.
All right, Lee.
Shinsuke. No doubt. Shinsuke wins over The Rock. I've just never been a big fan of The Rock's theme in any iteration, so Shinsuke wins.
Wow. Look at Lee going with all the new modern songs. Wow, who saw this coming?
Well, fuck.
Demolition
If it was
didn't
fucking, hey, if it was the fucking Macho Man, yeah, it would have went over, yeah. But I had to pick between these two fucking pieces of bullshit, so I had to pick goddamn Shinsuke Nakamura, the Jap. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go. Peanut.
Got a little racist there.
Just hey, Macho Man's a little racist.
Yeah.
He's
Just a little racist, yeah. But Miss Elizabeth don't care because I'm slapping her in the face with my balls every night, yeah.
all right. And Peanut, who do you have?
On my drive home today, I drove by the high school that The Rock graduated from.
Which high school was that?
That would be Freedom High School. And I now
You
know
made that
why.
up.
It was a Know Your Role high school.
Yeah.
On SmackDown Boulevard.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah. I took a left right to the SmackDown Hotel. I have the same problem where, like, Nakamura could have a new song in 2 years. Maybe once the violin gets old and people stop singing along, or, who knows. But The Rock's theme song, it's just iconic. If you smell, snare hit, The Rock's out, it's a great time, unless it's a Hollywood Rock, and then it's about a minute before the snare hit. But it's all the same. I got to go with The Rock.
All right. That's 2 for The Rock. Scott, go for it.
Well, I voted Rock up this far, even though I went for Stone Cold originally, and I voted Nakamura all the way. It really is similar to Vince and Finn in the sense of this one that kind of has been around for a while versus this new version of something. And I got to go with Shinsuke because
You're
of
doing
the
this
same
shit on
reasons.
purpose. Fuck you.
No. Because it is the better thematic song like Finn's is. I prefer that type of music. That's why I pick it. I would have picked Stone Cold over it if it made it out to here.
Yeah.
So, but I wouldn't have picked Macho Man over it. Sorry. Yeah, I know, but Shinsuke beats this one. The Rock's theme is cool and everything, but I like Shinsuke's way better. And sure, it might get replaced in a while, and we'll all be lamenting over how cool his original one is. That's fine. It happened to Fandango when he recovered. Oh. Anyway, yeah, Shinsuke. And yeah, now it's 2-2, so you do get to have fun with that.
Yeah, it's okay. I can
Because I know what you're picking, so it's.
I can do. You know what I'm picking? How do you know what I'm picking?
Oh, you're going Rock. I know you're going Rock.
Make your choice.
Are you gonna go Rock? You think you're gonna go Rock? It doesn't matter what you think. Oh wait, that's his.
Yeah.
That was my line. Man, I am gonna go The Rock. Yeah, I'm going The Rock.
Whoa, no build up there.
No build up. I thought about it. I thought about the build up. Couldn't do it. Nope.
Wow.
I'm going to go The Rock over Nakamura. Nakamura's song is fucking amazing. It is the best song going right now. But when you think the greatest song of all time, greatest entrance music of all time, The Rock is going to beat it in the end. I think because Nakamura is not going to be around as long. Like if we talk about we've been talking, 10 years from now, what's it going to be? Nakamura is only going to be in the WWE for a limited amount of time. We know that. The Rock, his song is still going to stand the test of time. His is going to be there way longer. Nakamura's is going to be good. It's great. It deserves to be on this list. If we did in 10 years, it would probably still be on this list. But The Rock's would still beat out Nakamura, in my opinion, for the greatest of all time. So,
Hey, Bomber, let me pose a question.
I'm going, yes,
okay.
Go for it.
Are you gonna say that Shinsuke Nakamura's theme song is essentially the Daniel Bryan of theme songs.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Not saying it. That is definitely somebody else's words, not mine.
Because it sounds like bullshit to me.
It is not bullshit. It is. I think I got people side with me on this one.
We'll see in the comments.
Yeah.
People in the comments tell me you think that's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of wrong comments. You're right.
Yeah. So first of all, we're now at the finals. We got Finn Balor versus The Rock. We already have a lot of fucking comments right now by looking at this. I feel a lot of people are gonna be thinking maybe Kurt Angle should have made it from the left side. Maybe Taker. Maybe Bobby Roode, who knows? Maybe Punk, probably a lot of Punk people. But either way.
Before we do this, y'all, does anyone want to go around and just say does anyone not think these two themes are the best ones?
I do not.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, does anyone think these two themes are the best ones?
No.
Huh.
I didn't see either one of these
happened?
going.
That's what happens when we vote, man. That's how votes
Not
go.
one person.
We broke it.
In mine,
No.
this is how mine went for real. This is.
I mean, I want
right,
to lean
Lee.
like I do.
Lee, we're taking over. Demolition wins.
No, here we go. No, for real. I had
taking over.
the finals for me after I plotted it out. I had Triple H, The Game versus Real American in the finals. That's right.
Mine was Demolition and Macho Man in the finals. Hey, shut up!
I'm about to say that wasn't gonna win.
Scott, do you want to say which ones you like?
Well, there's no Brett, but no, probably Demolition is literally that much of a favorite. I'm not lying.
Holy shit.
One of Undertaker's from '98 is not even on here. But Stone Cold.
Stone Cold and Demolition. Man, you guys really do like Demolition song, don't you?
Fuck yeah!
Over all those songs over there. Wow. Okay.
Honestly, I would take Gold Dust over anything on here.
Yeah, Goldust.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's the beauty of everybody's opinions and us voting, because we all have different opinions.
Yeah, we broke it.
Maybe
It's
we
great.
come up with an average.
Who knows? Maybe that's what we're doing here, and we come up with an average that nobody would have picked.
I just
Bottom line, we really have to settle for a lot of crap. And
we get it. You do an impression.
Hopefully, a lot of people have had their eyes open to some theme songs at the very least.
So here we go.
I just think it's funny. We got there, and I just feeling the feel of the room. I'm like, I get the feeling that no one would have picked these top two.
That's true.
As the number one.
I didn't even vote Stone Cold, but I would have thought he would have went in.
I
I would have done Kurt Angle and Stone Cold if I was making my own bracket.
yeah, it's basically broken down to who we hate the less.
Well, that's not true. That's
Possibly.
not true for me.
No, it's definitely to who I like the most.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oh yeah, no, it's still like two good songs to discuss.
Two great songs.
So
Yeah.
as we always do, I'll ask who wants to start. Does anybody want to start?
I'll
go
start.
first.
Oh wait.
I'll let him.
All right, Lee, go for it.
No,
Okay, Finn Balor, fuck The Rock.
Okay. Wow. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice, short but sweet. Okay, Finn Balor, one for Balor. Rab, you wanted to go for it.
The Rock. I think it's an easy pick. Finn Balor's theme is awesome, but The Rock is iconic and also awesome.
Okay.
Fuck Finn Balor.
Okay. We got two guys saying fuck the other person, so that's great. It's a good start. Scott, who do you have in this one?
Everything I said about Rock versus Shinsuke, replace Shinsuke with Finn, because that's my pick, Finn. If it was Finn and Shinsuke, I'd have a real problem right now.
Yeah.
But Finn beats Rock.
So we got two for Finn.
Funny, I was thinking the same thing before. I'm like, well, clearly I'm going to pick The Rock because
It's the same argument. Yeah,
it's exactly the same argument.
And
Yeah.
I guess I'll go real quick. I'm gonna pick The Rock. I think The Rock has, of these two, I guess it kind of does make sense because we kind of are siding with our own beliefs on how we see the greatest themes, and I see it come down to The Rock. The Rock for me over Finn Balor has the greater entrance theme of all time. So I'm going to pick The Rock. So that's 2-2. That means it all comes down to Peanut.
Stand back.
Stand
The
back.
one and only Peanut.
Oh, there we go. Right in. Hurricane. Got it.
Right,
Yep.
and Hurricane has the greatest theme song.
Okay, you can write it Hurricane. Now it's a tie. You gotta go again.
Now pick your real pick. Then Mr. Ass. Then you pick your real pick.
I tried that trick.
Too cool. Yeah, nope.
It's
not
an
them.
ending loop. It's an ending loop. Yeah, I mean, I feel like these past one, two, yeah, this would be the third time. Like, it's almost the same like argument because it's been new school versus the old school theme, and I've been voting with The Rock the whole time, and I can't vote against him because the song is great on all levels. It has that feeling where you want to walk along
Because
with
you
the
were
song.
neighbors with him, right? That's why you're
Not neighbors. What would you call the guy who lives next door to your neighbor? It's
Oh,
kinda like
that guy.
situation.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
That's still your neighbor.
yeah.
Same neighborhood.
Yeah, neighborhood's a thing.
Not your
not your
next door
next door.
neighbor,
Yeah.
but it's still
Yeah,
your
exactly.
neighbor.
So you're telling me you're going for The Rock for the win here?
I'm going for The Rock with the win. Yeah, it's maybe in 15 years I would have voted for Finn Balor, but as of today, I'm voting for The Rock.
All
All I
right.
gotta say is The Rock probably doesn't even know you live 2 doors down.
Probably
Just
not. But 3 doors down definitely knows that.
Oh,
That's a
band.
band.
Oh, Jesus
band.
Christ.
Yes.
What the fuck is
Yes.
that?
Got it. And hey, we were talking about music, so
I hate
Perfect.
this entire
Next time.
fucking tournament.
he hates the tournament. But I think it was a good one, guys.
Superman.
We have
I
a
honestly-
winner, The Rock, with the greatest WWE entrance theme of all time. We all might not pick that, but that is what it came down to when it came through the votes. You may not pick that, or you may. Who knows? But
To be fair, it's not a super surprising pick.
No. I know a lot of people who would think that first off. So
sure,
that's
Mhm.
possible.
that makes sense.
Surprising for me. What a bunch of bull crap.
Because it advanced a lot through. Yeah.
Yep,
Well,
and it
even
all-
going into this tournament, I was like, there's no clear winner. It's not like
No.
and
greatest-
guess what?
Unfortunately,
it's
Lee,
like-
for us, it doesn't matter what we think.
yeah, there's no early
Yeah.
pick.
That's the thing.
God damn.
And guess what, guys?
I-
Listen to this. This is the first tournament we did. There was no clean sweeps. Not one match was a clean sweep. So that's a pretty big deal. That shows how
Yeah.
tight this was.
And I want all the marks out there who are going to comment to really give us their picks as well,
Yep.
because I'm really interested in seeing
Please.
what they have to say.
And not just you guys are stupid. Undertaker
'cause we-
should have won. Not that.
No, because we
No.
analyzed the songs and their composition, not to super detailed levels, but we went over why we think it, not just like, I like this because Seth Rollins is good. No, we gave reasons, so
Yeah.
man up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Marks. Go for it.
But there you have it, guys. I think we had a lot. We did have a lot of fun with this. We had a lot of fun putting it together. That's for sure.
This is a good one. I really like this, yeah.
We're gonna try to maybe get the best WCW. Who knows? TNA maybe. I don't know. We'll figure something out. We'll get some more. Maybe best women's themes. We'll get some more going. We narrowed this one down to just WWE because it was just too fucking big to do greatest theme of all time. So, all right. I think that's it. I think we're out of here. I had fun. Hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you guys on the next Best in the Business.
Is cooking.